Good evening and welcome to episode 14 of the Sopherone Saga. My name is Dave Gibson and I am the Dungeon Master. First up, we have a few announcements to get through before we start tonight's adventure. So, did someone say 200 plus new beasts to be used as party pets, character companions, familiars, encounters, polymorph options, and of course, wild shape shenanigans? What about 12 beast flavored subclasses or 20 new beastly magic items? Get this and more in Bergen's Book of Beasts. The Kickstarter is live now, and there are 13 days left to back it, so get on it. You guys will see the link pop up in chat over the course of the stream, so you can just click on that. You can also buy merch for the Sopherone Saga and all of the other streams on Penny Dragon's merch store right now. Just click the link in the chat when it pops up and it will direct you right there. You can also click the merch section on Penny Dragon's Twitch when we're not streaming. You'll find your way to the store that way. All of the VODs for the Sopherone Saga are available on the Penny Dragon YouTube, and you'll find the other streams there too, neatly sorted into playlists. Give us a like and a sub and help us grow our channel. We'd much appreciate it. Don't forget, the very first LoreCon happens on Saturday, April 16th in Underworld Gaming in Dublin. This will be an epic day of tabletop role-playing games and more. It's running from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and will feature a host of experienced DMs running games throughout the whole day. Tickets are flying out the door, so if you've been thinking about going, now is the time to grab your ticket. Now let's take a look at what's coming up on the other Penny Dragon streams. The Violent Madness is back at this Sunday, and the group have followed a mysterious creature that abducted a child to an eerie cave at the foot of the mountains. What lies in store within? No Fellowship of the Fallen this Tuesday. What we do have is a one-shot with some new faces from the Penny Dragon community included. So come watch as they try to find a farmer's missing fiancé. Next Thursday sees the beginning of a new stream and a new mini-arc adventure. A group of curious adventurers wander into the town of Vibrance in search of reported missing townfolk, but something is amiss in this supposedly peaceful town. No, it turns out there's a lot of things wrong with Vibrance. On Friday, April 8th, join the Churn Gang as they find out a terrible secret about the Amaranthine Pantheon. Also, possibly a TPK, I'm reliably informed. And after driving off the Bullywug interlopers, the Cloaks will have to search the Bog Witch's cottage. Though they hope to find a map, they will also find an unexpected ally. Cloaks of Minehelm returns on Sunday, the 10th of April at 7 p.m. BST with a brand new party member. That's all for the upcoming streams. I'd like to thank our man in the tech bunker, Christian, who looks after all things Twitch, streaming, and of course, keeping the goblins out of chat. We couldn't do this without him. So thank you, Christian. I'd like to thank, as always, Kate from It's a Map for creating all the amazing maps you see right here on the top on the Sopherone Saga. You can find Kate on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook on @itsamapIRE. So please give her a follow, and if you're looking for a battle map, she is open for commissions. All the music you hear in the stream is from Tabletop Audio. You can go over to their website and find out more about what they do, and if you're running your own Roll20 adventures, you should find them right there in the jukebox. With that out of the way, we can meet our heroes tonight. Unfortunately, we're down one Shane who plays Jaden, but Jaden will be piloted by Jean. So first off, let's say hello to Jean.
How's it, everyone? I'm Jean playing Lamut. He is the half-orc druid of the party, dedicated healer of the party, resident conscience of the party, but it doesn't seem to have stick yet. But we're working on it, and we'll see how that goes.
Thank you, Jean. Jonathan.
Hi, everybody. I'm playing Fenor, a wood elf monk. Still thinking of using his key or not.
Thank you, Jonathan. Carrie, you're up.
Hi, I'm Carrick. I play Ren, the resident borderline alcoholic wizard with a penchant for fire. So stick tuned to see how, witches deal with fire, I guess.
Fona.
Hi, I play Scales, a young dragonborn barbarian, often this adventuring life from his initial life of being a farmhand. So yeah, he's enjoying himself.
Thank you. And let's see what Joe has in store for us.
I'm Joe /Deadpan. I play Robert. He was never cool enough to be invited to a party. And yeah, he likes drawing things and writing things. And that's pretty much it. Just a normal guy. Oh, and he's a rogue.
Oh, and he's a rogue, indeed. Okay, thanks, gang. Time for a recap. So, having rescued the kidnapped gnome Gribble from the clutches of the bandit leader Stiletto, the party returned to town as heroes. Bumping into some familiar faces as they returned to town, the party also noticed Agent of the Crown Valder, and for the first time, what can only be described as the muscle in the form of a glaive-wielding Goliath who goes by the name Wraith. The two were dressed for the road and headed for the temple, which bafflingly, given that it's the source of the town's name, remains unvisited by the party in 14 episodes and counting. Returning to the blacksmiths, owned and operated by the Dark Moons, they learned that their child, Gabby, hadn't woken in 5 days and was babbling in her sleep about the carved witch. As soon as the party agreed to reopen their investigation into the witch, it seems that she decided to pay them a visit. Is this it for the child? Has the carved witch finally come for the party? There's only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D. So let me run over to my Roll20 and kick the blacksmith sounds back in.
Cling.
Clankety clank.
Cling.
Now, here we go. So the last thing you guys heard was the carved witch. Actually, it was just scales. In your head, you hear, longer than the dragonborn. The fire in the forge roars with anger as blue flames shoot up the chimney. The temperature continues to plummet, and you see your breath in the air as you look to your fingertips, which are now numb and turning a sickly grey-blue color. It's then that the flames die again, and silence falls over the room. To the western side of the building, you hear the wooden stairs creak as a foot hits the top step. Then another. Then another. In the dim light of the almost smothered forge, you see the legs of a child begin to make their way down the curved wooden staircase. Another slow, plodding step, and it becomes clear this is Gabby, the adopted child of the Dark Moons, who supposedly hasn't woken in days. Her brown hair hangs in greasy strings over a face slick with perspiration and dirt. Blood flows freely from her nose down her filthy nightgown, and tears cut a clean line from her eyes down through the dirt on her face. Valera moves to run to her, but Autumn grabs her by the wrist, points, look. You can see now that she is elevated a foot or two above the steps and is floating down to the ground floor. Her eyes roll back in her head until all you can see are the whites, and her jaws lock painfully open in what looks like a scream, but no sound emerges. Until you hear again the voice of the carved witch speaking through her. The child's mouth remains locked in a scream, and her lips do not move to match the words of the witch. But the witch's voice emanates from the child nonetheless. These children are mine. They have been mine for as long as the world turns. And their children's children will be mine long after your bones have turned to dust. Leave this place and I will spare your lives. Abandon this town, and its inhabitants and I will allow your secrets to remain uncovered. At that point, the child turns slightly in the air, points at Jaden, and lets out an ear-piercing shriek. Ah! The voice of the witch returns once more. I know the one that seeks you. We have done business before. Make your choice, heroes. But if you do come and find me, if you do choose to visit my home, know that I will haunt your dreams. I will bathe in your fears, and I will destroy you. No rest shall you find on my land. No rest. With that, Gabby drops 2 feet onto the floor with a sickening thud and lays there, still breathing, but obviously seriously ill. Autumn turns to you with a steely look, says, kill her. Kill that witch. We'll give you all we have. What would you like to do?
Honestly, I do it for free. But,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lemur is running straight up to Gabby to check if she's okay.
Give me 1 second there. I will do my move her to the token layer. And she ended up about there.
I thought you were about to make us fight a child. I was going to be like, Dave.
yeah, I was also like, am I about to stab a child?
We need Michaela here if we're going to do that.
Don't worry. Yeah, actually, we do, don't we? Okay, yeah, she's lying there. She's just covered in perspiration, covered in blood that seemed to be pumping from her nose. Her breathing is shallow, and the forge is still died down. It's still not burning as brightly as it was when you came in. Lamud.
I'll give her cure wounds.
Okay, no problem. She'll roll some dice there from you.
As soon as this thing decides. Oh, there we go.
Zolo says, first throw in the river and see if she floats, or find out if she if she weighs as much of it as a duck.
How much does a duck weigh? The same
Yeah.
as wood.
Okay, excellent. So thank you. That's 6 healing. Yeah, as you pump 6 healing into her, you can see her shallow breathing just kind of grow deeper and longer, and she seems to settle a little bit. She's by no means out of the woods, but you get the feeling that you've sort of interceded between life and death here.
Okay, if she does look stabilized, I'm going to then just make sure she lies comfortable. Maybe take off the pack and just put it underneath her head.
Okay, yeah.
And
Autumn,
then sorry,
moves to you and says, "There's a pallet upstairs."
She moved. All right, I was going to make my way to Autumn anyway.
Okay.
And as I put the pack under Gabby's head, I will take out the
Tyrion Shadowbane says, "Smite the child."
We don't have a paladin to do that, unfortunately.
I will take out the dandelions that I got the one time that we were exploring, and I will hand it to her and explain to her how to boil them up to create a healing potion. And tell her that if she does get worse before we return, to give it to her immediately.
Okay, good to know. There we are. That's my notes.
So she will have enough for 2 healing potions.
That's good to know. So she'll bring her Autumn. You see Autumn just picking her up and carrying her upstairs, and they are gone from the ground floor.
What was that?
Huh?
Valera moves up Scales and goes, "Why don't you tell me?"
Scales. Oh, I don't know why I just went somewhere else with my voice there. Sorry.
Right.
Scales. I think that was the witch from that we're supposed to deal with.
Yeah, but how did she talk out of the kid's mouth?
Possession.
Girl. She was possessing her.
Yeah.
I'd assume it's dark magic anyways. That's how much is obvious.
And Scales is about to ask the question, and he stops himself and he looks around and realizes that one of the parents is still nearby, and then shuts up.
Yep.
Unlike a certain monk who is still outside.
You're right over there, yeah.
With that, Ren will reach out and flex his fingers, and the forge will start to roar back to life as he uses control flames to kind of make the flames burn it.
Yeah, you go so far as to you sort of utter the incantations and do the somatic gestures and stuff like that. It goes some way to help it, but it doesn't bring the forge back to the temperature that it was at.
Yeah, it was never to bring it back to forge temperature.
It's definitely getting there though it does help. Yeah,
get the chill out of the room after the witch.
Just to say from chat, I've noticed we all have inspiration.
Oh, thank you. Excellent stuff. I remember that. So the inspiration for the carved witch. Thank you, Solon.
I already have inspiration, damn it.
You're doubly
stack.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I think we're going to go find a witch and beat the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Well, looking back at the party and picking up the pack again, pulling out the map that Gabby drew for us.
Yeah. That only got you so far, didn't it, though?
It got us so far, yes, but it is at least the start.
It certainly is, yeah. Certainly is. Are you going to leave straight away, or are you going to sleep the night, or would you?
Are we going back to where the trees are?
Looks like it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be the best option, is to take the same route that we took and try to make our way from there.
Okay. So what's the plan? Are you going to head there in the dead of night?
What time is it about now?
It's probably about 5 or 6 in the evening.
Are there any axes nearby?
Axes?
Axes, like an axe for cutting down trees?
Yeah, there sure are. Yeah, I'm this is a blacksmith, so they have lots of hammers and tongs and things like that. But outside there's a large wood pile, and yeah, there's a big kind of heavy, one blade, kind of single bladed axe there.
So
I'd
when
argue-
when they agreed that we were going back to the trees, Scales nods very definitively and goes off and collects an axe.
Okay.
I'd argue a
opened-
+1 sword
gonna
would
take
almost
it.
do better. Just
Just-
saying. You
Excellent.
have a
Okay.
+1 sword.
Yeah. Well, you can give yourself. Let's see.
Battle
Yeah,
axe, I'd
just
say, would
you
be the
can
closest
just
one
drink.
to us.
Yeah, just try getting a standard battle axe from Roll20. If you go up to the eye
Yeah.
and you type in battle axe, then you can just drag it on top of your character sheet. And
I,
it will add it to your weapons, and then you can just click it for damage and stuff like that. You can
Then
go-
rename it the Tree Capitator.
Very good.
I opened my book to be ready to draw some characters, and I opened it as Dave was talking, and the page that I opened it on, the last thing I drew was this.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! Okay, okay.
Oh, Terrifying
So-
Hunt the Demon Child.
So yeah,
But I think that works. That definitely works.
Wow. Okay.
Foreshadowing.
So what's the plan? What are you guys going to take your rest here, or what are you going to do?
Honestly, we can probably get 2 hours worth of travel before we need to.
She did say we
Big
won't be able to rest when we get to our lands, though.
Well, she
Yeah.
suggested that you won't be, that you'll find no rest. It's yet to be proven. Nobody
I-
chose to make an insight check. Obviously you can do that retrospectively if you wish.
Look, I know the most about magic. I'll try. Well,
Yeah,
me and
you
the
can
mother
roll
would,
us an
so,
insight check there.
Yeah, I'll make an insight check to see if I believe what she's saying is
I
something
have a
that's
lot
possible.
of experience with bullies. Is she going to?
Feel
Is
free.
she
Anyone
just
who wants
trying
to
to
roll an insight
intimidate
check.
us?
I mean,
Sure, why not?
I think she's just a scared bully.
No,
that is a 10, a 10.
Lamud is way too upset to
Yeah.
hear about what she said.
Oh shit, a 23. Robert, there is definitely some truth to that, but you get the vibe that maybe her powers aren't as all encompassing, that she may be able to affect you all.
No, I have an ear for
Oh,
deceit, and
You
she
develop talent
sounded
of picking out lies. Maybe you make a wisdom insight check to roll a 7 or lower D20 has an 8, but that doesn't matter. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get the
Insane.
vibe that while she may be able to affect one or two of you, you feel hopeful that she won't be able to affect you all in the same night.
So Jean, let's spare spell slots.
So here's my thinking. If she can affect us in any way, I would rather have it happen out in the woods than in the middle of town.
Well, so
We've basically drawn
with that
our
inside
ire.
check, with that inside check, you definitely get the feeling that it more applies to the corrupted lands that you got that you got as far as that seems to be the extent of where those kind of powers end.
Maybe we should get near there. Don't go in. Rest. Go in the morning.
Well, that's the vibe, but
So
you can do whatever you like.
The corrupted part that we got to, how fast travel is that? 3 hours, 2 hours?
It was a few hours without.
It was like
going
half a
back to
day,
the
you
last
said, I
episode.
think.
Yeah, it was about half a day without going back to the last episode and
It's
So we
six
can-
now.
exact
Travel
same
6
thing that I
hours.
said the last time, but about half a day, I think.
So we can definitely set out, camp for the night, and then travel on from there.
I get
Yeah,
the
you can
impression
certainly try.
that
Yeah.
Wait, did we hear what she said about Jaden? By the way.
Oh, everyone heard that.
Yeah. So Ren is just gonna shoot him a kind of wary glance out of the corner of his eye because the previous shit in the town with the weird
Yeah,
kid having to freak out. He's
I'll
not
read,
trusting.
I'll read it out again. What she said was, so her eyes roll back in her head until you can see the whites of her are the whites, and her jaws locked painfully open in what looks like a scream with no sound emerges until you hear again sound the voice of Carved Witch speaking through her. So, where's it gone? Oh yes. So she looks at Jaden and lets out an ear-piercing shriek, and the voice of the witch returns one more. She says, "I know the one that seeks you. We have done business before." So
goodbye.
that's what you heard.
So yeah,
Obviously,
what's
I
up?
want to ask. Yeah, I want to ask him, but he's not here to answer.
What's up with that, Jaden?
He just gives you a smirk and says, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, one of these days you're gonna have to stop bullshitting us.
Yeah.
I mean, we all choose to share what we choose to share.
True, but that seems like an important detail that shouldn't be left out, considering he clearly has some connection to this creepy witch. Anyways, let's go. Let's go kill a witch.
So,
While you were talking, Scales was over there going swoosh, swoosh, whack, whack with the axe.
You brought the axe back in, did you?
Oh yeah, he's been like.
Yeah.
We're borrowing this.
Valera walks over and kind of goes, "Whoop, whoop, whoop." She goes, "That's a loner. I need it back."
I'll bring it back good as new.
Maybe with some evil
Okay.
corrupted tree guts on it. We don't know.
I'm just in it
I'd
for the
rather not hear
Manticore
that.
wing.
Okay, so I'm going to move you guys over to back to Temple Town. You're probably scattered all over the place there.
Yeah.
I don't mind Valder and Wraith up the top left there. I'll just leave them there. If that music is too, or if the ambience is too loud, everyone let me know. I'll turn it down.
Just before we leave, because Ren doesn't want to set off to his possible death without settling debts, he's going to make his way to the Shadow's Rest.
Okay, let's move you all to the Shadow's Rest. There we go.
So just kind of.
Some of you are upstairs, some of you are downstairs, but you
I'm
can grab
upstairs.
yourself some as you walk in.
So
There's no sign of Arthur at the moment, but Frida is there. She goes, "Hello, dearie. Been a long time since I've seen you here. I thought you might have died. An horrible death. Your lungs poked out with sharp. So obviously, you're still alive. Well, come along.
I'm close.
Come on in here. Come on in. Into my home."
I just kind of take cover behind Lamont.
Frida's charming as always.
Come on in, darling.
Hey, Frida, is Arthur around? I have something for him.
And she nods over and points to the hatch. He's down there. He's always down there. She's Arthur! You go and visit! And then you hear thump. Hatch flies open. He goes. You can hear the sniffing before you hear the voice. He goes, hello. It's you again.
It is me. I have your money for the spell scroll you sold me. The 40 gold I owe you still.
Is that it? It was 40 gold, was it?
Yeah, I paid a 10 gold down payment because that's all I had at the time, and you agreed I could give you the rest later. So,
I'll
there
take
you go.
your word for it. I'll take your word for it. You just hand him a bag, is it?
Yeah, well, the sack of 40 golds that I have,
Yeah,
that's all I have, so I'll just
cool.
hand him a gold.
Grant. Just wondering what kind of denominations or what it was contained in. So it's just contained in a sack. Takes the sack off, he kind of strokes it a little bit. Sniffs it and he goes, smells like gold. It smells like it. And he throws it to Frida. He goes, yeah, buy yourself a new frock, you witch. And he, thanks. And goes back down his hatch and is gone.
No worries. Do I have 10 gold left?
Okay. Well, he's like me to cook you up a nice stew, darling. I got a little pig on the table over here, and we've got a stew in the over the fire. Would you like something?
We're kind of in a rush. We don't have time to stay and eat, but I do really appreciate it. Guys.
Mr. Jawbreaker says, burn the witch.
If anyone's the witch, it's her. But yeah.
All right, what adventures are you off on today then? Anything exciting? Fighting dragons? Going down any dungeons?
We're going to kill a witch.
And we're just going into a creepy forest to fight a witch.
Oh, to kill a witch, is it?
Yeah, so
Which witch?
the carved witch.
Can't say I know her, but
It's
Wait,
the one the kids have been
I've
talking
been
about.
told I'm a witch.
Do you know any witches?
I've been called a witch. All
By
my
Arthur, I
life.
assume.
I can't imagine why anyone would call you that. You seem delightful.
Robert says poking. Robert
Thank
says
you,
poking
darling.
up behind
You,
Lemon.
you don't have a wart on your nose or anything, so.
And she kind of goes on her tippy toes and looks over Ren's shoulder and goes, "Thank you, darling." Looking at Robin, she goes, "You're a very deep sleeper, by the way." And then she says, "Lamud, you're over here talking to her as well?"
Yeah, just kind of, from the distance.
Oh yeah, she goes,
When she said she knows a witch.
"Well, none around here, but if you want my opinion on witches, they always want to sell you something. They always want to do deals. So
Sounds more like a demon.
if you're going to go and kill a witch, maybe thinking about diplomacy. You know, you might not live to tell the tale if you go headstrong into a witch's home, but you could do a deal. They love souls, I hear. Souls and promises and agreements to kill a firstborn, all that kind of thing is lovely stuff.
Can I
it's
insight check her?
terrible stuff. Yeah. What are you trying to determine?
If she knows a suspicious amount about witches,
Okay.
like if we should be worried
Okay.
by how much she knows.
Roll your insight.
Not at advantage, but I forgot to turn it off. And yeah, it's a 7.
No, you can leave advantage on. It kind of makes things quicker. 7. It's hard to tell.
Because no one exactly
Given
had
that
it,
she's been told that she's been accused of being a witch most of her life just because of her general demeanor and how creepy she is. You get the vibe that she knows a lot about the stereotypes of witches, and she may be. Well, you feel that she may be drawing from that knowledge. She's sort of
so the classic, old wives' tale.
that kind of thing. Scales, you're just going for it. Are you with the longsword? You're gonna read a moon drop in half.
That was an accident.
But yeah, so
That's not gonna wash with the town guard Scale.
That's me outside going swing, swing, swing.
Okay.
In the air,
Robert's
practice.
just like ducking.
Lamud.
I'll just give Frida a slight smile until her will. Unfortunately, firstborns and things like that are off the table.
You can roll inside as well if you want to try and sort of try and interpret what she's saying.
Sure, why not? See if I can get something.
We're there in earshot.
Should have given me the help action. Should have given me the help action.
You pretty much come from you come to the same conclusion. So,
But yeah, so I mean, unless there's anything else we want to do here,
I settled my debts.
let's follow the yellow brick road.
There's no yellow.
excellent.
We're all
Okay.
in yellow.
So I'm going to move you over to that first part of the corrupted forest that you visited last time, and then
I don't like the part where you said the first part.
Oh,
of the
it's a long
forest.
It's a long old journey, my
No,
friends.
We did stop.
Now-
We did say we'd stop to sleep before we got there. So we.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool.
first.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to go back. I'm going to copy and paste you all, and then I'm going to bring you over. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so we probably did about 2, maybe 3 hours max, and then took a long rest.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm going to grab you all there. So you did a long rest. So there's no one up the top. Cool. Let me just go copy and
It's
paste
a long
you
rest, so I
to
can
the
change spells.
Forest of.
Is the screen just black for anyone else?
Yeah, because I haven't pasted you in yet.
Oh, okay, no, just double checking.
Yeah, no worries.
I've been waiting to
There you
roleplay
are.
with Jaden for like 10 sessions now. We haven't been on watch on the same
Yeah.
thing.
Next time.
Okay. Miss Jawbreaker is asking how many blessings I have. I have 2.
Question for the experienced players: if you have a spell that a feature gives you
Actually,
access
no,
for once
I
per
have
day,
3 blessings, Miss Jawbreaker. Sorry, go on, Carrie.
if
Sorry.
you have a spell that a feature gives you access to once per day, do you need to prepare that, or is
No.
that good?
It'll say it doesn't count against your spells now or something.
Yeah, no, I was just making sure because I wasn't sure because it doesn't. It's a part of my key. I don't know if I can use it yet, Dave, but I just said I'd make sure.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Okay, so you guys can take your long rest. Everyone sleeps
didn't mean to do
fairly
that.
well, and there's no interference in your dreams tonight. So are you going? So you're long resting halfway through the day, and you're coming through here at night. Is this what's happening?
No. So
No.
it was 5 in the afternoon. Or you said around.
Yeah. So it was
5
about 6.
in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
So about half.
So-
Yeah. So it's late night when you have your long rest.
Yeah. So travel till about 9. Rest. Start the
Okay.
next morning.
I
Okay, cool.
suggest
Cool.
I
Yeah.
suggest we try to move quietly as to not agitate the
Oh,
forest.
excellent.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
So who would like to make stealth checks then? In fact, let's go for the whole party.
Everyone.
If we are going to do that, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Nice. That's an extra 10, isn't it?
Plus 10 on your stealth checks.
So just a note, everyone, you're not getting good berries this time.
No good berries. Okay, good to know. So Lamud, what does pass without a trace look like when you cast that spell?
Let me get to my notes. So when Lamut casts Pass Without a Trace, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out what seems to be like a handful of ash. And, with his hand in front of his mouth, he will mutter the word Bagul and then just blow the ash, in the general direction of everyone. And
Nice.
that grey white of the ash turns to a deep black that just clings to everybody.
Excellent.
And makes them that much more difficult to see.
Sweet, that sounds cool. Okay, so you guys can move yourselves to wherever you want. Roll your stealth checks, which I'm sure 2 of you, but I see 1. Oh,
Great.
God. So
Yeah, I still need to
let's roll the
make-
2. You get add plus 10 to that.
Out of 12.
Yeah, you have 12.
I
got a
rolled
30.
before. I rolled before he cast pass without a trace. My roll is above. I rolled
yeah,
a
but
20
he said-
Robert
plus
has a
30.
30. Robert
So-
Robert has stealthed into next week's game.
And Jaden gets not
14.
24.
14.
24.
24
Yeah.
for Jaden, 17 for Lamut.
Okay, so
So-
24 for Jaden, 22 for Fanar, 30
12 for
for
Ren.
Scales, 12 for Ren. I mean, that is a successful party stealth check. So you guys can start moving. And tell me,
We're just pushing ahead,
Tyrion
and I'm
Shadow-
keeping an
Tyrion
eye out for
Shadowbane says,
trees.
what about bad berries?
Oh, actually,
They're coming. They're coming.
as we're moving through the forest, then I'll cast Mage Armor. Just make
Okay,
sure it's
good
out
to
there.
know. So you've cast Mage Armor. So as you guys get to about there,
now
you
we're
can see the remains of these corrupted trees that you guys killed the last time, and it's only been like maybe two weeks, maybe 10 days.
No, not even that much. Like
Well, it
couple
was
of
maybe-
days, like
How
5
many
days.
how many days up? It was like 2 days travel up.
2 days up.
You did a long rest in the mines. 2 days travel down, then up to the airship.
Yeah,
and then back
about
down. So
10,
probably
12
about 4 or
days
5
maybe.
Yeah.
Week and a half.
Yeah, about that. So you can see, like, these things have they've been sort of, there's vines and leaves and moss just kind of growing over them, and it's Lamud, to you this seems quite accelerated for what would happen naturally, and it's the first thing you notice, and you walk by, you're like, oh. But everything is black here. The leaves are a dark
touching
brown,
it.
purple, black. And as you go further in, everything there seems to be a pall cast over this forest. And where once kind of luscious greenery and forestry just thrived, now there's these blackened weeds and limbs and thorns and things just growing out of the ground and around the trees. The trees themselves, at some point, you can see that they're still there, but they're just there's these blackened thorns just going around them, and it looks like they're being strangled. And you can keep moving if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're going ahead.
I just
forget
want
to
to
move
say
in.
I have the alert feed.
Have the alert feed. Okay, so you can't be surprised. Just drop it in there. But you can't be surprised.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Okay, good to know. Okay, you can keep moving. Where is the mode going? You go. Okay.
No, I'm just moving me and Jaden at the same
Oh
time.
yeah. Cool. So moving along. And
Is
this
there
is where,
anything to see or hear?
yeah. So what I described to you earlier was just these corrupted blackened forest. But as you get to around about here, your feet tread on very, very soggy ground, and as you tread on this ground, this black liquid just seems to just sort of seep up through what used to be the grass, but now it's just kind of blackened moss, and it
Plug friend.
smells familiar.
Ren will think in Robert's direction and uses. You said I'd be able to start using that will at level 5. Has that started kicking?
I did. Yeah. Yes, it does.
So Ren will think in Robert's direction, be like, "Careful! This is exactly where you got hit by the tree last time. Keep an eye out."
It was earlier, but anyway, yeah.
Does it seem like my plug friend?
It seems like the stuff that came out of the plug. Yeah.
But it's not
You
turning
clarified it wasn't.
It's definitely doesn't seem to be as dangerous or as poisonous, but the smell is familiar.
For now, I just want to check if there's any movement, maybe.
I was about to say the same. Want to start keeping an eye out.
Okay, so no one move any further. Miss Jawbreaker says this sounds like an ideal dating spot. She says, "I've phone at date night." Okay, so yeah, you guys hear kind of the trees just seem to sort of jerkily and sort of Ray Harryhausen style, just kind of stop motion, decided, and out steps one of those corrupted trees again, and it just seems makes this weird kind of groaning, creaking noise. So it's like, and it's just sort of slowly moving towards you. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Hard to ask.
Oh, fucking hell. I hope this is not a taste of things to come.
I'll take a 10.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, it got a -1. I'll take anything at this stage.
The tree's initiative is -1.
Oops, there was supposed to be Jaden with the 3 limit head. And 8.
Okay, no worries.
So I'll just roll again for Jaden and add him.
Yeah.
To get him changed to a 3. All right.
Is green?
Is that everyone in?
Is green playing with spell or cantrip?
Just click your token and then
I did
click the
click my
initiative
token.
button.
I did.
Okay, no worries. You can do it again.
Oh, I did.
16.
16.
Oh, there you go, 16. Cool. So everyone's in. Let me just order descending. And our first one is Robert. You're up with a 16, my friend. This thing is like...
Oh, it is. It's really far away.
Almost humanoid, the noise is coming from it.
Okay, I will move my movement.
Mhm.
I'm suspicious about these vines.
Okay. You can thank Kate from It's a Map for that.
Guys, remember, if there's an animal on the map, it's actually there.
Yeah, they look like
Snakes?
something. Like they're gonna grab me when I get close to them. Okay, when I get up to here, I feel like it's a healthy suspicion to have, so I'm just gonna poke it with my rapier because it's too far for me to get to.
Okay, are you going to use your attack for that?
Yeah, I'll use my turn because I
You can use your turn to attack just these random
just
to, yeah, that's totally fine.
it.
Okay, roll to hit.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, Dave. The music died.
Yeah, I'm just looking for some battle music.
No problem.
Cool, thank you. Terror in the Woods sounds good. Let's see what this sounds like.
19.
19 will hit.
It's brown.
Oh, this is already a
19
good
will
shout
hit.
just from the intro.
Okay, so that is a hit. Roll your damage. So 11 piercing damage as you just stab it straight into the vine in the ground. Nothing happens.
Okay. No, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
Agree with you completely.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a myth in chat says, "What did I do?"
You
know
know
exactly
what
what
you
you
did.
did, Kate.
Is that it for Robert, or would you like to do
See,
something else?
ever since the plug, I'm paranoid of secret things on the map constantly now.
Yeah.
I'm not
Can't
sure
blame
where I
Kate for
was.
that.
No, it's not Kate's fault, it's Dave's fault. But as well, and then the dwarf in the waterfall.
Yeah, well, that wasn't anything. Robert, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to move up to there.
Okay, go for that. Maybe token.
Bonus action dash.
As you do this no, only token. Okay, cool. So, Scales, you're up, my friend. At the back.
Okay. Scales is going to run up his 30 feet. So
Yep.
5.
It's 40 now at level 5, isn't it?
Oh, he's got 40. Yes,
Oh,
actually.
look at
Thank you.
that. Excellent.
20,
Good catch.
25. Oh, 30, 35, 40.
Yep.
And is still too far away. Okay.
Boys of a barbarian, you rarely have a ranged option.
He's not thrown his new axe away.
It's a battle axe. You can certainly try.
Wait, hang on. How far away am I from the tree?
Use your little measure tool. There you go.
40 feet.
30, 40.
35.
Okay. Too far. Okay, he's gonna chuck a spear at the tree,
Okay.
somewhat in frustration for not being close enough.
Open my tree up here. Oh, my poor little tree.
Nothing poor about it. We saw what these things did to Robert.
I'll give you an L belt, all right. Cool. Roll
They
table with
nearly
spear.
one-shot him.
That is a natural one, my friend.
Oh,
Okay, let me open up my fumble table. Give me a D100. For anyone who's not new to the game, we use critical hit tables and critical fumble tables. So if you roll on that 20, you roll on the critical hit table. If you roll on that 1, you roll on the critical fumble table. So we got a 78
78.
on the critical fumble. Let's see what happens. Devastating error.
Just
As
as for not throwing it.
As a free action, your opponent may immediately make one melee attack with advantage against you as a reaction. Unfortunately, that doesn't apply as you're not in melee combat with anyone. So you just dodged a bullet that time.
So
You
use
get
my
2
reaction
attacks.
to
You
attack
can
her?
throw a second spear if you wish.
I've only got the one spear.
Oh, have you? Okay, cool.
Uh,
Okay, no worries.
I could throw a dagger.
Yeah, you certainly can.
No, I think can I bonus action to move?
No,
No.
unfortunately not. That's a rogue.
Oh, that's a rogue
ability.
thing.
Yeah.
You can rage.
I think I'm going to bonus action enter my rage at this stage. Yeah. And
Okay,
be ready.
no worries. Yeah. Cool. So you bonus action rage, and all of a sudden you guys see these ancestral spirit guardians or spirits just appear. And again, when they appear, they look to be in the middle of some mundane task. Like one of them has a saw, and it's just saw, and then all of a sudden they're like, and they just grab these spectral weapons and they're ready for battle.
This time though, they don't rush at the tree because
Okay.
they've been summoned after my attack, so they're
Yeah.
like, okay, what are we doing?
They're looking around. Exactly. Yeah. Cool. One of them
Scales
drops
down.
some crochet needles in the ground and then picks up their weapons, which always match your weapons. Is that it for you, Scales?
That is it for Scales.
Ren, you're up.
Cool, so I'm within range, so I'm going to firebolt this thing.
Firebolt. Cool. Roll to hit.
17 for 11 fire damage.
17 for 11 fire damage.
And if I remember correctly, that's actually 22 fire damage.
Let me
last
just-
time.
damage vulnerabilities fire. Yeah. So that's 22 points of damage. You guys
so
are
Ren just points
definitely
his finger like a gun and just clicks his fingers and
okay. Cool. So let me just make sure the hit
move.
points are correct. Yeah. So you just fireball just streaks through the corrupted forest, and the boughs of this corrupted forest or the branches that are over you, just they cast this dark kind of pall, and everything's really eerie. But you see this thing shooting through this tunnel of black branches and tree arms, and it just lights the whole thing up, and it hits the creature, and it just makes these horrible kind of sickening gurgling noises. And you can see it's black kind of ichor that's running down the bark just seems to light up. It looks very pissed at you, Ren. Fanar,
It's
if
pissed
that's
as it
everything,
was.
then it's up to Fanar. Is that everything for you, Ren?
Oh yeah, I have nothing else.
Cool, thanks. Fanar, you're up.
Okay, so after seeing a firebolt coming past him, he is going to run towards it because why not?
I could just imagine Fenar's chasing the firebolt to the creature.
Yeah.
He's like keeping up with it.
Yeah, as you run towards the tree, remember last time, nope, quarter stuff won't work, and he's going to take his.
Short sword, isn't it?
Apparently, where's my? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry. Gonna take my short sword and swing at it.
You're taking your short sword and you're going to take a swing. Okay, roll to hit. Are you accessing your key at all?
With nope, not yet.
Okay, 25 to hit is a hit for 9 slashing damage. Damage resistance is bludgeoning and piercing. Okay, so that does the full damage. Yeah.
So he's took one swing and then he's gonna take another swing
Okay.
with a 11 to hit.
11 to hit. No, that does not get it, unfortunately. So you take his first swing with your short sword, and it just cuts this deep gash down the center of the bark. And again, its black ichor just starts running out, but it seems to harden really, really quickly. And you take your second swipe, and it just hits this hardened black ichor, and just doesn't seem to connect at all. It's almost as if this blood, for want of a better word, just seemed to harden and form a thicker armor. Anything else?
Just when Fanar is just like thinking like, was he tap into his key point? And nope, he just takes a normal
Okay.
unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay, no worries. You're going to take an unarmed strike. You're going to give it a punch.
I didn't draw this now.
Yeah, 20,
That it.
I like to act like
Do
I
not
did,
water.
just to remind you guys.
Cool. Love it. So that is a 21 with your unarmed strike. And again, as your fist just connects straight into the center of this trunk. It hurts, but you definitely see that black ichor that had formed some sort of solid guard. You just see this crack that seems to run up through it, and the tree reacts in pain. That's 8. Wow. 4. Okay,
that's all for Fanar.
we're up to Lamud.
So seeing this tree creature again, Lamut's going to raise up his hand again and say the words Pashi, and he is going to bring out.
The bear!
The bear.
He's going to bring out Mishka.
Mishka.
If I
Okay,
remember
so
correctly,
again-
these trees do not have a good track record against this bear.
Remind
No, they
our
do
viewers what it looks like when Mishka appears.
So the wind in the area about 10 feet in front of Lamut begins to swirl and pick up the leaves and dust, and they coalesce into first a spectral form of a bear and then a more solid cohesive form. The fur is a matted green and brown, kind of syncing up with the soil she was summoned from.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. Miss Shawberger says lick it.
You do not want to lick Mishka. She does not like that.
So, brown bear initially 14. So let me just. Is she in there?
She's in there, yeah. So she'll go next turn.
Yeah, I'll fix it up. Is that everything for Lamud?
That was his bonus action.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Movement, he's going to make it to about there.
Yeah.
And then want to double check the range on one of my spells quick. 6 feet.
Miss
All right,
Shawberger
then.
says, sorry, go on, Lamud.
Because Limit knows that.
Has to have tried.
Because you know she doesn't like to be licked, Lamud has to have tried it at one point.
No comment.
Okay.
Yeah, so the mid will then just, as he's running, let it drop out of his water skin and flick it in the direction of the tree as it transforms into a knife made out of solid ice. Casting ice knife.
Oh, an ice knife. Nice knife. Okay, let's see it.
So
So
sorry
that
for
is-
now if it does do some damage to you.
That is an 8 to hit, which misses.
You still
All
have
right,
to
and
make a
then I
DC
need a
13.
dex save DC
And that's
13.
it. Let's see what its dexterity is. -2. This is not looking good. Let's see. D20 -2. That's a 1, my friend. So it takes, 9 points of cold
Points
damage?
of cold damage, and for now you need to make a dex save as well.
Okay.
And it takes the full 9.
Just watch out with that spell around dwarves. It goes badly. As
It's
our,
a 21.
Okay.
as our game can contest.
Okay, Fanar, is that a saber squish or is it half damage?
It's a save or squish.
Okay, cool. So you've avoided that. But yeah, once again the that large crack that Fanar just put in its in the black solid ichor armor that it seems to have sort of manifested. Then the ice knife just goes straight through that and explodes these shards of spectral ice or real ice, whatever you prefer. And it blows that black ichor wide open. And again, Fanar, you can see right in front of you. You can see that original wound there again.
I like how the tree rolled a -1 for initiative.
I know it's okay. Lamud, is that it for you?
That is it for
That
Lemur.
was a good round. Jaden.
Jaden would go his full 30 feet, take out his light crossbow and take a shot.
Excellent.
Don't do a trick attack on a tree, it might kill Fanar.
That is a 22 to hit. That hits.
5 piercing.
5 piercing. Damage resistance is resistant to that, so it takes 2.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do?
For Jaden, that would be it for the turn.
Okay, my corrupted awakened tree again. Its limbs doing this really weird, juddery, stop motion like movement. It just takes this massive branch up and just goes swing for Jaden, all the while making this this weird noise. Almost, you get the feeling that something may be trapped within it, Fanar. Sorry, and it's particularly horrible. So it's going to make a slam attack. I can't see the bloody thing. Thank you, dark mode. That is a 17.
That just hits.
That's for 15 bludgeoning damage.
Are you alive?
I'm still alive. Luckily, I'm still on double digits. For now.
Okay, and it's going to use its range attack to attack Jaden.
I don't
That
remember
is-
them having a range.
Oh, you do, my friend. It
Use a
reaches
throw blue pass.
reaches into its corrupted trunk, and it pulls out this blackened, buzzing beehive, and it goes, and it throws this massive beehive right at Jaden, and it hits him with a 21. Hits
That definitely hits. Now
And
I remember.
blows. And
I
you
remember
see-
correctly, this was the first thing to ever hit Ren in this game because
Yeah.
I managed to tank every other attack without
and
getting
it just
hit.
explodes, doing 3d4 points of damage to anyone in a 10-foot radius. So it's just Jaden as these, and that is called Not the Bees.
Lumbering Paddy says beware.
It's a map Irie says buzzing. That's 4 and 2, 6 and 2 is 8 points of damage.
All right.
As these blackened, they look like that they've been clearly pulled from the depths of a corrupted tree, because they start buzzing along the air, and then just their wings get kind of stuck with its black fluid, and then they sort of shake it free and stuff. It's to a druid, it's a very, very upsetting sight, especially when you see bees, the workers of the natural world. That's it for its round, and we're moving on to. Actually, it has movement. It's gonna go 5. Oh, its movement is pretty shit though. I think. Yeah, 20 feet. 5, 10, 15. It's gonna move to there. I guess closer to the rest of you guys. That is it for its round. Moving on. We're back to Robert.
Robert, remembering how it went last time when he got close to one of these.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to use his bonus action to look intently at this tree to try and spot its weaknesses.
Okay.
It's a deception check from the tree.
Okay,
I love Robert.
so this tree is going to try and play its cards close to its chest, and it has a -2 on charisma. So let's go.
It didn't
D20
roll
-2.
very high, so-
Could I get a -1 on this? No, it's a 5. So
5?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it rolls a 5. So you have a you have advantage on your strikes now, because you sort of sussed out how it works and what it does.
Yeah, it's not advantage, it's just
Oh, sorry, you get sneak attack. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
I want to throw my silver dagger at it.
Oh, silver dagger returning.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12. It just shoots past it and reappears in your hand.
Well, that didn't work.
Sure didn't.
Take one step back from it. It's not any more trees here, right?
I mean, the place is pretty much all trees because it's a forest.
None of them are reaching
Not
to,
yet.
like,
Robert,
pinch my butt while I'm not looking or something.
not yet. No, I mean,
No, that's just
probably-
Frida.
That's
That's
just
just
be
Frida.
Frida. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Very much the definition of can't see the wood for the trees right now. But yeah, they don't. None of them seem to be moving at you yet. D-Range Rhino says, "Isn't it funny how these bees look bloody buzz, buzz, buzz? I wonder why they does." Okay,
That's my turn.
that's your turn. Moving on. Scales.
Sorry,
Almost there,
it's
Scales.
the
Almost there.
Mishka first.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
let me
Mishka.
just. Sorry, I will just do that again. Sort
No
by
problem.
descending. I always forget to do that. There we go. Brown bear. Mishka.
All right, so Mishka has 50 feet of movement. Sorry, 40 feet of movement.
They're fast.
Fast and big and pissed off at this point.
Okay, so Mishka will have advantage because the tree is currently fighting Fanar.
Mm-hmm.
The way we do flanking here is only one person gets flanking, so Fanar will
Right.
not get advantage on my tree. So Mishka, go ahead.
So Mishka saw there are bees inside that tree, so bees mean honey.
Oh, I can't wait to see what happens when Mishka eats this honey.
So with advantage, let's say 21 to hit
21 hits,
for 8 slashing.
8 slashing. I do believe they will do the whole lot. Yep.
Then having broken up a chunk of the tree with the claw, she's going to bite into that section to tear more out.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, 21 to hit for
21 to hit.
9 piercing.
That's down to 8. Sorry, 8 down to 4 because the
Yeah.
tree is resistant. Okay. No problem. So the swipe just takes out another massive chunk of the tree, and Mishka bites in and bites straight into it, and you can see her. She starts to spit out whatever she bit because it's clearly very, very, very unappealing, and she's
Yeah.
just, her paws are just kind of rubbing her tongue and stuff. She's
Yeah.
not happy.
It's not honey,
No, it's not.
but that's
Hey.
it.
That's it for her. Okay, cool. So we did Robert, we did Mishka, we're up to Scales.
So Scales is going to
Chop it down. Chop
Move
it
up.
down.
and is going to. I don't get advantage here because
No.
the bear has it. So
Yeah.
I am going to recklessly attack.
Nice.
So I'll chuck that up just for the
Yeah.
sake of it.
So you're abandoning.
Attack with my battle axe.
Excellent.
My
Okay.
choppy tree chopper.
That
So
is
that's the 13 to hit.
That's an 8 to hit. Because you don't have. Oh, sorry, 30 because you do have advantage. 30. Go tree capitator. Excellent. I love it. 13 is exactly what you need. That is its AC.
So it takes 13 damage, and that's going to be as soon as I get my battle axe free again. smack it again.
Okay, well, I'll stop you there. Scales. What happens?
What happens?
Yeah, you
He's dead.
completely
Oh.
destroyed this thing.
So, with the power of my rage, apparently,
Yeah.
I just kind of swung the axe in a sort of a. It was kind of from the side and then over my head and then smacked straight into the trunk, cracking it in two, I guess.
Excellent. Yeah, you split this thing right down the middle, and you see a very, very, very disturbing sight. And it's a very disturbing sight for Mishka as well. Let me just turn off the terror in the woods, even though it still applies. And knock on my other music here, because what you see is, let's go for Mysterious Grotto. That'll do. As you split this thing down the middle, Mishka and Lemud and Jaden and Finar for a bit, Ren, you're the furthest away. It's hard to see this. You can see it falls over to the right away from Scales, and it's split down the middle, and you can see what looks like a completely oily black bear cub just slides out, and it just emits these pitiful little groans, and it just spits out some black fluid and then just dies.
So Scales had his axe up again, but it's now going to drop.
Lemud, if you want to go over and examine this, I can tell you.
Oh, definitely. The mud is running up.
Give me a nature or arcana check. In fact, it would probably be more arcana.
I can give you Arcana. I'm crap at it, but I will give you Arcana.
Before you roll that, Ren can help you.
Yeah,
Holy
Doesn't
shit.
matter.
It doesn't matter. Picking this thing up, you definitely get the impression that a natural innocent soul or life is required to create one of these corrupted things. And so you and Mishka both surmise that this bear cub was stolen from its mother and used in some sort of diabolical ritual to create this corrupted awakened tree.
So, we didn't find anything like this in the first two we fought, though.
No, you didn't.
We
So this
didn't
is
know.
something more. This is something else.
This
It
is
just
something
looks the
else.
same.
So
Worker wants to know, can they heal it?
It's dead.
I don't have what I need to cast Revivify, unfortunately. Otherwise, Lemud would have.
You said, Dave, just to
We can still
reiterate,
die.
you
We
said
can still die.
You said with Revivify, the diamonds aren't consumed. So you,
No, they're not
asked it.
consumed. The way I kind of rule up to a certain point, not including chalices for Hero's Feast. But for Revivify, once you get the diamond, you can reuse it.
So Lemud is just gonna, kind of give a look over to Mishko, who then is going to push past everyone and begin digging like a little grave, basically in that area there.
Okay.
While Lemud
Doesn't take too long.
just cradles the little cup, and when Mishka's done, steps aside and puts the cup in there. Lemud will then use druid craft to cover up the grave and make it a very noticeable grave site. And he's just gonna stand there.
Can I just?
And-
I'm gonna stop you there. Because as roll me a nature check.
I don't like that idea.
AC is 15. No?
No.
Okay, no problem. The burial is it goes smoothly, and it feels right, and you.
I mean, Robert is concerned that you decided to bury this thing in this fucked up forest, but
If you wish to communicate that, it's certainly
Well, do
the
it.
right time.
hey, I don't know things about Maybe he has some kind of sanctifying druid ritual. I don't know.
Okay, well, if you're not going to say
Uh,
anything,
I know what you're going at, Robert, but at this stage, Limwood
okay.
just doesn't care.
No
And
problem.
as he's standing there, you can see him kind of, clenching his fist, and you can see the blood starting to run. And probably only Robert, maybe for 9 scales, would hear Limwood say this. But as he then touches Mishka, he tells her that. Oh, sorry, just give me 1 sec.
No problem.
Check.
Thanks, Paddy, for the bits.
Thanks, Paddy. So as he touches Mishka, he just almost whispers to her that don't worry, Lithik will have a revenge.
Who?
Lithik.
Lithic. Okay, good to know. Okay, so what would you like to do next? This is the point you got to last time, and the trail diverged into about 5 or 6 possible ways to go.
We can't pick one at random. We need.
It's
You
been
got the-
a long time since you've been here, so any trail that you were following, it's definitely gone.
Would be gone.
You have those bones you picked out from the monster hit back a while back. You Druidcraft do anything with that?
I don't think you spent the time getting them done, did you?
No, I haven't.
No.
We haven't had time to do that yet. I still need to get them inlaid with gems.
Yeah.
No tracks.
Don't seem to be any tracks at the moment.
How about
Robert, the
Scales,
blessed few.
Scales.
how about broken branches? That
I mean, that would
signifies some
count
kind
as
of.
tracks or spur. I mean, look, if you
Yeah.
guys, if you guys want to make, look, there's 5 possible ways here. The way I'm going to rule this is, it's a high DC on a survival roll, and I'm going to get you guys as a party to make 5 of these, and depending on how long it
Everyone-
takes you to hit it, is how long you've gone down dead ends.
All right. Just
Are we
question.
still in initiative?
No, you're out of initiative.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
let me just
Never mind
clear
then.
that turn order.
Oh, Jesus.
So just a question, Dave, before
Yeah.
we do that. This tree that attacked us, did it uproot itself from this area?
Yeah, it uprooted itself from just about here.
Okay, cool. So that's not going to work. Well, I'm out of ideas.
1d4 healing for Fanar. And I think Lumbering
thank
Paddy
you.
gave you... Lumbering Paddy gave... Who was it to? It was for Robert. It's a bless for Robert, I think. Is it?
So what?
Oh, sorry, it's 1d4 healing.
Hey, cool.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
I would just
Right.
like to say thank you to Deranged Rhino for making me almost laugh out loud while Lamud was doing that very touching burial scene
What is this?
by
Is this-
posting, look
What
for
did
the
he say?
bare
Go on, do it, Fauna.
Look for the bare cemetery, the simple bare cemetery, the corrupted and the evil take your life. And I was just like,
Brian, when are you going to play Bard?
That is amazing.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, my man. Okay,
Uh,
cool. So let's move you guys up to the top of the map here, okay?
I made
and-
the first survival check. It wasn't
Hold
good.
on. So, yeah, well, before we start rolling survival, we're going to get, it's going to be 2 people. So one who is proficient in survival. Sorry, anyone who wants to roll survival can, but it'll be one person assisted by someone who also has proficiency. So are there 2
Oh, okay.
people?
I have proficiency in
I have
survival.
I have
proficiency
proficiency.
as well.
Okay, so between Lamud, Scales, and Ren, you pick which 2 of you want to roll with advantage. And
Okay. Ooh,
the DC starts at 30. And
a 30.
yeah, hold on, and descends by 5 each time you fail.
All right. So I've got a +5 in survival.
Okay.
I've got
You should start.
+3.
Okay, so
Who's
whoever
lower?
wants to roll rolls with advantage.
Lamud.
Lamud.
All right, I'll roll.
You know what's better than us.
So
That is
no,
a 9. You spend
25 now.
3 hours down the first trail,
Mishka,
realizing it is a dead end.
All right.
And you
Mishka
turn-
has disappeared by now.
Okay, no worries. And you return to roughly some sort of similar spot around here. And if you'd like to roll again, the DC is now 20. Sorry, 25.
25. 15, no.
Another 3 hours lost in the corrupted woods. The DC is now 20. That's 6 hours travel.
17.
That's 9 hours travel.
15.
We are
15
gonna
now.
have to sleep in the woods.
You sure are.
Yes!
Now
That
I
will
will
be a
roll
nat
natural
20.
20.
Okay, so about 9 hours backtracking, looking for tracks, trying to figure out, catching on these horrible black briars, catching your hair, your face. As the woods just seem to close in tighter and tighter. The more of these wrong avenues that you discover, it's almost as if either the woods are either stopping you from going a certain way, or maybe stopping you from going the wrong way, and you feel like you're being sort of returned to find the right direction. It's almost as if the woods want you to go a certain way. So that is 369, 9 hours of travel.
Do we get any speed up by the nat 20? Like, does it make it easier to follow the track?
No, but you would have got a 25 on the second on the second thing. That would have been great. So that's 9 hours travel. So guys, I think we're going to take a break here, Christian, if that's okay, because I know where we're going to go next, and this might take a while.
Cool.
So if that's okay with Christian, I know I give you a heads up in the chat by now, but I think it's just the best thing. So cool. We're going to take a break, and we will see you guys in 5 to 10 minutes for the next
Stick
part.
around.
Welcome back to part 2 of episode 14 of the Sopherone Saga. So, where are our players now after spending 9 hours stumbling around in the corrupted woods? Well, let's move them over to the next map on Roll20 so they can find out. Hey guys, how'd you like this one? As created by It's a Map. So as you make your way through the corrupted forest, you guys, the path and trail gets tighter and tighter. Your skin getting scraped and burned by this black ichor that's on the end of these thorns. So while not doing damage to your to your hit points, but it's just irritating you. It stings and it itches, and you just feel incredibly unwelcome as you emerge into this part of the forest, and you hear this. And
Are we supposed to be able to see the map?
you should be able to.
Yeah,
I
I can see it.
Darkness.
That
All I
might be
see is
dark.
blackness.
I just
All you
see
see is
black. I
Okay.
reloaded, but it didn't.
I
I
just see
just do one
blackness
thing.
before
I just
me.
make sure I have turned on dynamic lighting. Dynamic lighting is on. Explorer mode is off. Daylight mode off. Update token will drop. Page details. Can you go? Let me just. Okay.
We need
save settings.
torches and light.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
Nope.
Just want to see if I move. Yeah, mine updates when I move.
I'll check my
I'm
dragon
just
torch
here,
up. Does that
man.
work?
No,
let's
no
let's
choice.
drag a torch in.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that works.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Ren probably has his hand lit up at the stage.
It is pitch dark, so you guys will need to drag in torches.
Okay.
All
It's just,
right.
Okay.
it's just low res for me. It's not loading properly.
Well, okay. Well, it's not
It's
low
low
res
res.
for anyone else. So I think you just need to wait until it loads. Anyone wants to drag a torch in? Drag in torch off the journal screen.
Where'd my torch go? There it is. So
I
change
need
it.
to get myself
Probably
some
best to
gum.
stick it on top of your token and move with it, but whatever
Yeah.
you like. But you hear an horrific. Let me just move this thing to the
Oh, there we
GM
go.
layer.
Oh, that's cool.
And horrific. These collection of grunts, gurgles, and groans as something begins moving through the underlay very, very quickly. What would you like
Somebody
to
is
do?
immediately shouting, spread out.
Okay, I need everyone to roll initiative before you move anywhere.
All
These
right.
things This thing's movement is that. So, oh, you're gonna see it. God damn. Okay, I should have renamed this, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna. God knows what it is.
I'm probably going to know what it is, yes.
Yeah, it's in the initiative order.
I'm not seeing anything yet.
Okay, why are we not seeing anything in the initiative order? It's kind of, oh, there we go.
So add the torch roll the 2.
Holy shit, Robert set
Natural
Cooper with
20.
a 28. My good God. Okay,
Robert gets an extra turn.
now, so anything off the path by 5 feet is difficult terrain. So you can go 5 feet into that, but anything on the path is normal. Okay, is that everyone in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes.
I am the
Okay.
torch.
Oh, you're the torch. Okay, no worries. It's always somebody's torch. Robert set Cooper, you're up.
I'm going to move in, and since I don't know what's coming, I'm going. Can I? Is there like shrubbery I could duck behind?
I mean, yeah, you can certainly try and squish yourself into some sort of shrubbery. It's getting very, very dark in here. And like so much so that you need the torches.
I will like drop my torch down on the ground in front of me, and then I'll scooch in.
So you're going to scooch in, find a little
Try to
hiding
hide.
place, and leave a lit torch right in front of you.
Man, no, I'm gonna like drop it where I was.
Okay, cool. I'm only joking.
I'm not gonna hide with the torch. Is what
I'm
I'm
only
saying.
joking. Only joking. Okay, cool. Roll me stealth, please.
Okay. This bonus action hide. Stealth. 23.
23. What's this thing's passive perception? Where is it? Doesn't say. To God,
I'm
it
going
says.
to ready my action.
Oh yeah, passive perception 10. So yes, you've beaten that by more than enough. Okay, so you're going to ready
I'm
an
going to
action.
ready my action. If something comes within 30 feet of me, I'm going
If
to
something comes within 30
throw
feet.
it. Yeah, I'm going to throw my dagger of returning at it.
Okay, no
You
worries.
should specify an enemy there.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay if something comes near you, because right now you just know there's something is out there, and it's coming for you, which it is. Next up, Lamud.
All right, let's see. 20 feet, that still keeps me on the path.
Yep.
And I will hold. If anything comes within range, I'll hold Primal Savagery.
Primal Savagery, I like it. That it?
Yeah, that is it.
Next up, my boy. 5, 10, 15, 25, 10, 15, 20. Okay, that's it. That's all it's got.
All right.
Its movement is not great. So I just did it. Yeah, I just did dash. So next up, Finar. The undergrowth moves around here, here, and here.
Okay.
Sorry, you were still on the.
So I was, of course I was. Sorry, around here, here, up here somewhere, the north. Can you see my pings?
Yeah.
Yeah, and here.
Oh, jeez. Did you actually put that in your game?
Yep.
So, Bernard is just going to go down and pick up this torch.
I love them. I've never used them properly, and I just fucking love them. So here we go.
He's going to move up until here.
Yep.
And he wants to throw the torch
Okay.
as far as possible in front of him.
No problem. So you can probably hurl it 30, 40 feet if you want. You put it wherever you want.
Burn, forest, burn.
Yeah, you won't be able to throw it through there. You'd probably have to get to here to throw it to there.
Okay, so I'll move up to there
Okay.
and then like over there, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll just like hold my action.
Okay, no worries. Moving up. Ren. I assume you're
Hi.
holding your trigger for your actions the same. If something horrible comes out of the woods.
Yeah, if something comes in melee range, I'll
Okay,
just
cool.
like
No worries.
yeah.
Ren, you're up.
Yeah, basically the same thing. I can't really do much else, so I'm gonna hold a firebolt in my hand
Okay,
and just
no worries.
if someone comes
Uh,
out, light it
Jaden,
up.
you're up.
I think Jaden would probably move that way, just so that we've got most of the roads covered, and then drop the torch at his feet and take out his glaive and ready himself.
Okay, no worries. Torch.
Or Bifona.
So Scales is got his axe, but he's kind of got his torch held with the axe.
Yeah.
And he's going to go 5, 10, 20.
The lumbering Paddy says a small Girl Scout party emerges.
I think
Okay.
Scales will only go half his distance because he doesn't want to get too far away from the others.
Protect
Robert's
the wizard in the
drawing
center.
Robert's-
And that's it.
Okay, cool.
Robert's
What am I-
drawing finger is twitching.
Okay, excellent.
I'm still waiting. So am I still. And I'm just waiting for something to come within range. And if it comes within
Okay.
range, I'm remaining hidden.
No
And if
worries.
it comes within range, I'll.
Okay, so that's Robert done. So he's obviously nothing's triggered anything in your last round.
Actually,
of the
I'll
mud.
use a
Yeah.
will use a bonus action to see if I can spot any clues, because I can do that.
Any clues? Okay. What clues
Investigation
and
check to see if I can tell what's coming for it.
Throw that shit into the chat because I'm dying to read what the hell this is.
All right, Scooby Doo.
I can make an investigation check as a bonus action. That's basically
Throw it in there. Yeah, but throw it into chat as well. Here we go. Eye for detail. Starting at third level, you can use a bonus action to make a wisdom perception check to spot a hidden creature or object, or make an intelligence investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. So you'd like to make a wisdom perception check.
yeah.
Okay,
We'll
from
do
where
that.
you are. Okay, cool. No worries. Let me just see what this thing's stealth is.
6.
You see it, and
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rustling. It's really hard to tell.
It's not like I'm doing anything else with my bonus action this
Okay,
turn.
That's
good.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Readying my
friends.
action for monster.
It's gonna get real. Okay, from out
Sorry.
of.
Sorry, Dave, you skipped
Yep.
me, but my
I'm
turn
so
would
sorry.
have would have been the same. Just hold primal
Okay.
savagery.
Cool. I'm sorry. I just got too excited. Okay, cool. So onto the objects and tokens. From out of the underbrush here, you guys see a collection of just this horrific. Hold on till I describe it, right?
Why did that roll like 3 times?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So just hold on till I describe it. So out of the undergrowth, you guys see this horrific collection of vines, leaves, branches, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. It looks like something like if you got a snowball and rolled it downhill and it picked up leaves and stuff. It just looks like some
I know
kernel,
what this is.
some little small kernel of corruption just started rambling through the forest and picked up everything around it until it just became fucking huge, and it just makes this gurgling noise and just moves towards Fanar. Now, who has held actions? 5,
Me, but
10, 15.
That damage is wrong on mine. For some reason, it's doing 2d10.
Okay. So let's take your first one, which was 19.
It shouldn't be 18 damage, it should only be 9. It's for some reason doing 2d10. I need to fix that.
Or have you has it changed because you got to 5th level?
Do
should
cantrips
be.
get 2d10?
Fifth level, you go up a cantrip dice. Yes.
So it's 2d10 then, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then it's the 18 fire
18
damage.
points
Yeah.
of damage. Okay, hold on. Everyone just stop rolling shit for 1 second.
Sorry.
I know you're excited, but I just need to
My
work this out.
macro
So
is
it's
busted,
AC.
it
Just
keeps
let me
rolling.
just work something out. So it's got resistance to fire damage.
Oh, shit.
So that is what? It was 18 down to 9. Okay, cool. Because it's
That's not good.
hard to keep track of these things at the best of times. Okay, next up. sorry, that you've used your held action to unleash a firebolt, and it shoots through, and just as it hits this thing, and the impact is solid and sure. But if you've ever tried to start a fire with wet leaves, this is what it sounds like, and it just seems to fizzle out very quickly. It makes it kind of it does react, but it just seems more annoyed than anything else. So next up was Silver Dagger returning a 21 to hit, which hits. That's 8 piercing.
Do I get sneak attack?
Do you get sneak attack?
There's an ally within 5 feet.
Well, you know, it could be argued that given that you rolled your dice before anything even happened, that it wasn't within melee at the time. But I will not be that mean. Yes, you get sneak attack. It was
hitting as well.
Over there,
but as well, so you get sneak attack from that.
No, I mean, I don't get sneak attack if I don't have advantage. I don't have advantage because he's beyond range. So I wouldn't get sneak attack.
Beyond range. Okay, well, that's up to you to be.
I wouldn't get sneak attack.
Be honest about, and you were. Thank you. So it's 8 piercing.
Yeah, it's 8 piercing.
Resistance
you still get sneak attack even if it's not an advantage. If an enemy.
If you have disadvantage,
because it's long range.
Oh, you disadvantage. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's trust the rogue to know when it's sneak attack and not sneak attack. So that's 8 piercing. Again, it sinks in, and with its wet, sickening pull, and it reappears in your hand, and this slime and sludge is on it. It's particularly slick. It's not nice.
Give it a fire.
Anyone else have any held actions?
Me.
Yep. Go for it, my friend.
I know what this is, and I don't like it.
18 to hit is a hit.
That's 5 slashing.
5 slashing, my friend. It's also it's not nerfed. It's also it's got a few little additions to it. -5. So you take a swipe, and this little kind of long thorny twig falls off. It kind of, you see it. It doesn't necessarily have legs or appendages right now. It probably will in a minute, but it just seems to scoot to the right and just sort of reach across and just drag it under it, and you can sort of see it sort of reabsorb that little thorny twig you cut off it.
Dave, chat's asking for an enlarged view of the token.
Can we get an enlarged pick? Yes, you can. What's that? It's Shift Z, is it?
I think so.
Shift.
There you go.
Oh, it's a person.
That's a person stuck in
there. There you go, my friend. That is what it's about to do to your friend Finar.
It looks like a cabbage, kind of.
How's that looking for you? It is a huge amalgamation of all the undergrowth. It is walked over and collected.
I like his mustache.
There you go.
Very
yeah, it's good, isn't it? But
I
think it's just a field of broccoli that it walked over.
But, or something.
Okay, my friend, here we go. It's going to take 2 slam attacks against you. First one.
Oh.
Can anyone see that? Because I cannot see that. Oh, there it is.
I cannot see any of the rolls.
That is a 6. Yeah, well, not for this. It's just the dark mode sort of makes it really hard to see the numbers. You have to sort of drag and click and drag. Anyway, 16 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, second attack.
Oh, shit.
You are so lucky.
Shit, my friend, that is a natural 20 for a 27.
Wow. That's...
As it takes one swing, this long, horrific appendage comes out, and it takes a swing for you, and you, with your adult monk skills, manage to just fucking duck away. And the second one just seems to come out from it like where you would imagine its groin to be, and it takes you by such surprise because you're expecting another one to come out of its upper left arm. And I'm not going to say it has a dick because it doesn't, but it seems these appendages can just come out of any part of it, and this takes you by surprise and hits you for 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's
Sorry
it?
to be that guy, Dave, but you need to roll on the critical hit.
Oh, very true.
Yeah, that is.
Very true.
Sorry for that.
I'm just getting so wrapped up in trying to describe this stuff that I often forget about this. Here we go. Would anyone like to roll it, or would you like me to roll it?
We'll let you do that.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes it's fun to let you guys do Be the
No, we
authors
don't
of your
want-
own demise. Here we
we don't
go.
be
That is a
responsible for
31, my
everything.
friends. 31. You are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and attempt to harass them. After your attack, you can choose to attempt to grapple your opponent if you have a free hand.
Oh,
Just think
no.
our hands.
Dave.
This is
Wow.
the perfect fucking result for this creature. So I get another go at this, and I'm going to go with the slam. Oh shit, lads. That's a natural 1 for an 8.
Oh,
Roll on the
the other
natural
deal.
I gotta
one
roll on,
table.
I gotta roll on the natural 1 table.
Oh, thank
Fucking
goodness.
hell, man. I was so hoping to get you with that.
It can fuck you
64.
over itself.
64. Fumble charts. Costly mistake. Your target may re-roll all 1s and 2s on the damage roll for his next successful melee attack against you. So you can re-roll all 1s and 2s in your next attack. We need to see if it can do anything else.
Well, with Fenard, that's possible. That can happen.
No, it's nice. It's because you're a monk and your damage die is a small size. There's a very high chance of a reroll for you.
D-Range Runner says, you just got Shrek'd, Fanar. Green dick to the face. That's all my boy's gonna do. Fanar, you're up, my friend.
Okay.
Miss Jawbreaker says, I've seen this hentai.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Shit. Well,
I need to remember that I have blesses. I could have got you with that if I'd used my blesses. Right.
No, and that one is still in that one, isn't it?
No, but it earlier on.
Yeah, on the first
I could
one.
have added
16.
to anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next up, Fanar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do quick and dealing.
Quickened healing.
It's a optional
Spending 2
class.
key points and roll a martial arts die. You get a number of hit points equal to the number rolled. Oh fuck, you were in a bad way, buddy.
This
I
can go
am-
badly
I
as well because the
I
key.
have to spend those 2 key points. I have
Roll
to-
me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Must I roll it now twice because I'm using 2 key?
No.
points?
I will.
Just
You know,
one.
it's
Okay.
just it's grand. It's not gonna.
Okay.
It's good. Any time you use your key, that's a 10. Okay, you get that oily black kind of thick kind of taste in your mouth again.
So if I'm not mistaken, my martial arts dice is the same dice as the hit dice.
Unarmed strike, yeah.
Unarmed strike
Unarmed
dice.
strike, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's,
So if it's,
I believe at this
think it would
level
have
it's
gone
a
up.
D6 for you.
Yeah,
It would have gone up.
Yeah, it's a d6 plus 3, so it's 8.
What's going on, chat?
Yeah, I'm back at double digits.
Okay,
Oh,
So-
geez, were you down that low?
he's fucking in. But you can see he's in a bad way.
Remember, you got smacked by the tree as well.
True. All right, okay, so that changes what I'm going to do.
Is that
Okay,
it for
so-
Fanar?
That's his action. Bonus action, he doesn't have much of a choice to spend
Can you
another
not?
key point.
Can you not disengage with your bonus action?
That's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
it's to,
Spend
Okay.
yeah, it's to
another.
spend a key point.
I'll spend another key point to.
Another wisdom save, please.
Okay.
This badass monk is gonna find us and beat the fuck out of us before we get to the
He's
witch.
coming for you. Okay, yeah, you feel like you don't get that kind of corrupted, sickening taste in your mouth.
Okay, so I'm just going to move away.
Okay.
But this
Back
is
away, not today.
this is rough terrain, right?
Anything off the track, 5 feet in, is difficult terrain. So you could just move. Yeah. Okay, you guys
I'm
see Fred
backing.
Bernard just throwing the staff straight back into the holster and just going.
Whose idea was this?
Okay, next up, Fanar, is that you?
That's all I'm doing.
Ren, you're up, my friend. What have we got?
Oh, so Ryan is pulling out a small diamond out of his component pouch. He
Yep.
spins it on his palm, and it starts to crackle as like sort of energy from the area starts to come in, and lightning builds up in it. And then he punches it, and a orb of lightning just comes flying out as he casts chromatic orb at this thing. So give me 1 sec while I roll that. If my character sheet work. So it's a 1st level chromatic orb.
Okay. So what kind of
Lightning
damage does it do to it?
20 for 20 lightning.
20 lightning.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay.
Please tell me it's not resistant to lightning.
Nice damage roll.
Jean knows what's about to happen.
I know exactly what's going to happen. You.
Focus.
Oh, you'll see. You'll see what's going to happen.
I cannot believe you just did that. So you just see Ren just throwing this massive ball of lightning at it, and it spreads like it's this big trunk of vegetation, and its arm goes out to the right and arm goes out to the left, and so a kind of a nubbin just appears where its neck should be, and it just and it hits. And you just see more vegetation start to grow, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger. And you just...
I know what this is, and I don't like it.
You see a lot of the damage done, Ren. You see it's now been repaired.
Fuck. I mean, fire didn't work, so I thought, shit.
What was it valid?
Fire did work.
Shit.
But it just didn't work amazingly. Miss Jarberger says, it's my love language. That joke's coming in strong. Okay, Ren, anything else you'd like to do to heal it?
No.
Fenal just shouting at the back, whose side are you on?
Anyway, I'm here, kill me, do it. Okay, moving on. Ren, Jaden, you're up.
I was going to do acid damage, but then I was like, nah, lightning will do it.
That'll get him in range.
30, that'll get, actually, I was hoping. So
yeah, because he's got the reach.
30 feet of movement, and it is time for the glaive to go to town.
Oh, shit.
So that's going to be 2 strikes.
Yep.
No,
12.
And a 23.
12 doesn't hit, the 23 does. The 12 just seems to, the glaive just seems to just get stuck, and he just reefs it out. And then the 23 just seems to cleave right through a big lump of it. For 12 slashing.
12 slashing, and then the butt. 21 for 5.
Which is halved, is it? No?
I don't think it's got bludgeoning resistance.
No, I just thought it was halved. No, I'm just thinking of the damage roll. So, no, it doesn't. Okay, cool. So that is 12 and 5, 17 points of damage. Excellent.
Then he's going to stay right where he is.
Okay, so again, the first swipe with the glaive hits and just gets stuck, and he reefs it out. Second one, he just goes straight back in where the blade of the glaive got stuck, and he's just cleaves right in. Imagine a fucking
Weed blocker.
a machete through a fucking head of cabbage. It just goes straight through, and then he just spins the blade out, and as this sort of, again, the nubbin of the head just seems to pop out to assess the situation. He just goes and just gets it with the butt of the blade, and then for Jaden.
That would be it for Jaden.
Okay, Torch, you're up, my friend.
So you did say this terrain across here is. Can I see what's happening over there?
You can only go 5 feet into it. The rest is too difficult to travel through. So you could move in this far. You could probably go from there to there.
So there would be 5 feet, and then another 20 feet. Rough terrain would be 40. It would be.
If you use your Q,
you'd need 50 to move.
So
if you move a straight line.
Yeah, 50
15.
either way.
Okay, so Scales is going to go up a bit, then cut across, so that I'm up to like 30 feet there, and I'll get to
That's
just
you.
behind Jaden, I think.
oh yeah, because you've got 40 feet now, don't you?
You can
Yeah.
get to, if you go, wait, that. That's 30.
Essentially, I can get to there beside Jaden, I think.
No, you can get to 40 feet. You can get to here if you're doing that.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay, yeah.
And
range.
Good with that.
then I am
Barbarians,
going
man.
to I'm going to breathe at it.
What's your breath weapon?
At it.
Fuck you,
Okay, cool.
Good.
Fuck.
Good.
I thought it was
Okay,
lightning for a second. I was
okay.
like, no, don't do
So
that.
it is
It's
a DC 13 save. Let me just get up the description.
Okay. It's a dex check, is it?
It's a dex check for DC 13.
It's got -1 on this.
Can
Makes
the
it.
go bigger, make it slower?
It makes it. Roll a 14.
So you take half of 2d6
10.
on a successful. So you take 5 damage.
5 points of damage. Okay, cool. So as you just spew this acid breath, you feel this hot bubbling kind of acidic saliva just kind of slide out of these kind of pouches you have in the back of your throat. Again, you know exactly what this is and how to use it, and you just suck it down a little bit and just spit it right out of you. Just see it just starts to it sort of lunges aside a little bit, but you definitely catch a part of it, and you just see the leaves and the vine just sort of burn away.
And what I should have done first was bonus action rage, but
You can you don't have, you can use your bonus action at any point.
yeah, that's what I
You
should have
use
bonus
your-
action raged first, but
It's grand, no, but like you use your main action to use your breath weapon, and you can use your bonus action at any point. It doesn't have to be move action, bonus action. You can go bonus action, move action.
can we say
Like-
that I use my bonus action first then?
Yeah, no problem.
Then I will have bonus action raged first and
Yeah.
then breathed at it. So
Yeah.
my ancestral friends are going to be
And again, they pop up, and this time
annoying
they kind
the
of
guy.
look at you and go, like there's one that seems to have like a baker's hat and some oven gloves on, and it just looks at you and goes, and it has that look of really, and it just takes him off and pulls out a weapon, and it's like they're there by your side again.
And then they're harassing the so
They are.
once I
They're
breathe at it,
tormenting
they
it.
move forward and they start harassing.
Okay, they seem to surround this
Creature.
this organic creature.
So let me just pull it up again because I can never remember this right.
It's okay.
So the first creature I hit with an attack becomes the target of the warriors, which hinder its attacks. So until my next turn, the target has disadvantage on any roll against anyone but me. Shouldn't have probably said that out loud.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
And when the target hits a creature other than me, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt.
D-Range Rhino says you wouldn't want a French kiss from Scales, would you? Depends on what you're into.
You might
Okay,
start
cool.
flipping it after.
Is that it for Scales?
That is it for scales.
Robert said, Cooper, you're back, my friend. How are you feeling? Carrying
Feeling
Shadow Bane
pretty
says,
good.
don't
I
think shame.
finished drawing the thing.
What's it say at the top?
Show me.
Do not use lightning damage.
Oh, yeah, fair. Valid.
Oh, I
point.
like it, man. That looks awesome.
Even the shading. How do you have time to shade?
You're up, though.
That was a long round.
Yeah.
I usually only draw it in a round. And then since
Thanks
I
for the
was too
bits.
far,
Get some map, Ireland.
since I
Oh,
was
two Fanar. What is that, a D4?
Yep.
Fanar, you get a D4 healing.
Yeah,
Or
thank
the
goodness.
D4 bless. Sorry, 1 second.
Oh,
What is
bits is healing.
it? 100 bits is D4 healing, yeah. Fanar, roll
Thank
D4.
you.
Sorry, Robert.
no worries.
You get it. You get 1 point. Look, every little helps. Robert, you're up.
1 point. Think that helps.
Is Scales within 5 feet of that thing? Because they're like in a
Yeah.
weird block, and I don't know.
I would say they are, yeah.
Okay, that's
Let
Is
me align
this
myself to the
where I
grid
am now. Isn't difficult terrain, right? Because there's a path here.
there.
No, where you are there is not difficult terrain. If you want to move through here, yes, it is. So that costs
Okay,
10, and then 10 to get to there. Sorry, you can move in there, but to move out of it is double.
10 out, so by that 10 and then 10 out, so I have 10 left. But I'm only going to move 1 closer. So I just want to get up,
Love out.
To
Careful,
here.
everyone's being. Yeah.
and then I'm going to attack it twice.
I'll do hits, my
I kind of get the feeling that it's going to be immune to this, but
Let's do it anyway.
One of my attacks is with my silver dagger of returning, and
Okay.
the other is with my dagger of venom,
Okay, roll to hit. Just tell me
which I
what's the
never
which.
really throw because it doesn't come back. First
Dagger
one,
returning 22 for 8 piercing. It hits with this lovely, wet, sickening
Max
thud.
sneak. Oh, one of the guys, I guess.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's 21 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and then second attack
Hold
doesn't
on,
get...
hold on 1 second. Let me just do that. It's 21. As this hits, like I said, it hits with this wet, sickening thud. And you just... And it makes high-pitched screech, and its body kind of convulses a little bit.
It's a magical
You've
weapon,
hurt
by the
it.
way.
Yeah,
in
you've hurt
case
it.
That matters. And then, other hand, dagger of venom.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't get the
Sneak.
no, the dex bonus to damage.
Okay, but a 12 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
It just...
And
the
that's
dagger
why I
just-
don't throw it.
Dagger goes
But
through
my
and
silver
ends
dagger
up in
goes
the
back to my hand.
in the undergrowth somewhere around here.
Good thing Robert's good at looking for things.
Is that it for Robert?
Yeah.
Lamud, my friend, you're up. What have you got?
All right, so seeing as lightning doesn't work and fire is not that effective, which is two of my main offenses,
Damn. We need to diversify the mud.
I will move up to there and we will just do a primal savagery, seeing as acid does work. So the fingernails grow into claws about 2 feet long, and I'm just going to take a swipe at it. Sorry, shouldn't have rolled twice there, but it's a 15 to hit for 13 acid.
15 to hit, I think, does it. Hold on 1 second. 15 is its armor class, so you just hit. So that is 15 to hit for 13 acid damage.
Yep, and
Okay.
that will be my turn. I'm not going to
excellent.
do anything for a bonus.
It's this guy's go now, and it's going to move up, and it's going to... Second there.
Ryan said, the range Rhino says that plant just shot itself.
Pretty much, that's exactly what it sounded like when you guys hit it. One thing. Okay, cool. So it seems to it's going to move around to here. It hasn't left your reach, Lamud.
Was that
As
James?
it begins to move, Jaden's going to take a swing at it with Sentinel.
Is it still within his reach?
It is still within his 10-foot reach, yeah.
So he hasn't left its reach, so he's no reason to use Sentinel.
It does trigger when the creature moves within his range.
Does it?
If I
What?
remember correctly now.
No, you're
Sorry,
thinking
no,
of...
I'm
I think we need to
thinking,
throw this into chat because I don't think
Good
No,
thing
no,
the tunnel
you're
fight.
right.
no, you're right. I'm thinking of a different thing.
it's
Yeah, you're
it's
thinking
about
of-
to make an attack though, so you will definitely get to use Sentinel then. But first
So-
attack,
Is it
Same
about
roll
to
as
attack
it-
me?
it is certainly about to attack you.
I
yeah.
also have sentinels, so they cancel each other out. If I
Oh,
Oh, you are right, yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you guys. I love how you both took Sentinel. Fucking love it. First attack. It takes a swing on. Oh, what did I just clicked the description. Sorry. Here we go. Where's it coming at? Here we go. Slam. First attack is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That has 15 bludgeoning damage. So it just this. Whereas the first attack you saw it make, just this thin, reedy thing full of thorns came out, went what, bam, and hit just. It seems like a fucking whole trunk comes out of its side this time. Bam, and hits.
So I have resistance to bludgeoning.
Yeah, so that's 15 down to 14, half to 7. Second attack. That is an 18.
Also hits.
Okay. That is for 11, down to 10, half to 5 points of bludgeoning damage. But as one trunk hits you and the other trunk hits you, it steps onto you.
Ooh.
And its inside opens up and it swallows you. and you are now engulfed in this thing. So the engulfed target is blinded, restrained, unable to breathe, and it must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw at the start of the mound's turn, or take 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. You are so lucky it's bludgeoning damage. If the mound moves, the engulfed target moves with it. The mound can only have one creature engulfed at a time. It doesn't say how they escape.
I would say it's a strength check.
I don't know. Well, there's no.
Is it a grapple effect?
No, they're just engulfed.
So it's engulfed, so it should be similar to the
Tarask we fought on Sunday.
Yeah, that as well. So probably like an athletics check or something to pull them out against the beast.
I assume, I need to be rescued from it rather than.
Let me just Google this for 1 second because I want to make sure
you can still attack from the inside, just at disadvantage as well.
Am I not restrained?
You're restrained. You can still attack at disadvantage.
Blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
You can't attack if you're restrained, can you?
Okay.
Yeah, disadvantage up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go right.
How can a character escape from being engulfed? Shambling Mound will be attacking. Shambling Mound makes 2.
Ben made us fight one of these things at level 3 in the fucking death house.
This is the thing in the death house, yeah. Just not a flesh version of it, a plant version, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I took this one down with 2 arrows to the eye as my fucking ranger. I missed that character. He was so cool.
Dave, it's a DC 14 save from a grapple. It's in the stat block under multi-attack.
Nice one.
Penny Dragon names in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Mother-in-law.
Cool. I should have looked that up. I'm sorry. Cool. So escape DC 14. Shambling Mound using. Okay, cool. Okay, next. That's all it can do. Actually, no, it doesn't. It's going to use its movement to go 5, 10, 15,
scales.
20, and it moves into the underbrush. And here's the thing. No. Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Scales. This thing can move through everything here. You cannot.
So it is going to provoke an attack from Lamut.
It's going to take it.
And Jaden. It's at Jaden's range with Polearm Master as well.
Yep.
So, sorry, I'm just looking for my. No, Jaden's already used the.
Now I have some house rules. I have some house rules about things that have been swallowed or engulfed or eaten. So.
Jaden didn't use this opportunity. I thought it got cancelled out to both of them.
As a natural 20.
20.
So for 13.
13 points of slashing damage, and I'll give you a D100.
Yeah, minus 13.
83.
83. Scales, you're going to take half that.
Oh.
So 13 down to 12, half to 6 because you're currently raging. Anything engulfed by this creature, my house rules are you're going to take half the damage.
Our rule the same on things like that, yeah.
Yep. So we're going to roll a D100 for an 83. Yeah, I know. Your strike surprises your opponent. Your target is surprised until the end of their next turn.
Oh, yes.
This might do it, but anything that's surprised is going to... I don't know. I don't think the double damage will apply to what's in it. I think that would be unfair.
So,
Jaden
is
so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, Jaden is also going to strike with his glaive then, seeing as he didn't use it on the first one. 13?
Misses.
Just holding it up so chat can see.
Does it get
sorry,
what's up? What did chat want?
I'm just holding this up so chat can see.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Does the surprise not mean it gets the advantage then?
Yeah. How do you rule that, Dave?
Yes. Yes. You. Let me just double check the surprise condition.
Because if that's the case, then it would be a 20 to hit, and his movement would stop.
Let's just double check. Surprised. That's really annoying the way it doesn't do that. Surprised.
But now I need to draw a scale stuck in this thing.
Robert,
just scales.
Just to save time. Yes, you get advantage on the hit.
All right,
so that is a 20
hit
for 10 slashing.
And his speed becomes 0.
Okay, speed becomes 0. Cool. So it takes 10 slashing. Scales, you take 5, rounded down to 2 slashing.
Wouldn't have left this area here, Dave, was the sentinel.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Two of us tried to move scales at once.
At least it's not running away with scales anymore.
Yeah, god damn it. Okay, cool. So where are we now? We're at Fanar.
Okay. Okay, for now, he's just gonna run up to here. Will he be able to fire a light crossbow towards it?
I think so. Yeah, no problem there.
Okay. Then
Don't
because
shoot
that's what
scales!
Roll to hit.
with a natural 20.
Oh my god, you guys with your fucking natural 20s
Roll
tonight.
the D100.
Give us a D100. So that's 13 points of damage. That is a 36. Let's do the damage first. So that is 13
36
points
is
of
a good one.
damage. 13 points of damage. Minus 13. And then it is so half to 12, half to 6 points of piercing damage for scales. It's chipping away. That's 6 points of damage for scales.
Wait, would it not be like 13 halves? And then
13 half
again
to
for
12,
scales?
half to 6.
Oh, right.
Because scales is raging.
Didn't it say that he can reroll 1s and 2s on his next attack?
Oh, it did, yeah. What did
Yeah.
you
He
roll?
rolled a 2 on his
Roll a
first
2 and a
roll.
4. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. So give us another D. What is it? D8?
Yeah.
So D8.
Wait, Umas? Sorry?
You
Yeah.
get an extra,
Oh.
yeah, because of the last.
So you rolled a
Right.
2 for the first D8. You see the way the 6 is 6 plus 7? Just roll
Yeah,
a
you
D8.
can roll.
I'll just roll a d8
Just
then.
roll a D8. Okay, cool. So it's
There we go.
4,
2 more.
Plus 4,
Yeah.
that's 8.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
So what is it? So what's that? 15?
15, yeah.
15. Okay, so it's another watch.
7.
Cool.
And the 36 on the crit table.
36 in the crit table. Let's see what happens.
It explodes.
I think it's most
You were able
closer
to maneuver towards your opponent and while attacking, attempt to harass them. After your attack, you can choose to attempt to grapple your opponent if you have a free hand, or attempt to shove your opponent if both hands are in use. I would love if you could grapple them, please. Would that be okay?
No. No, Fenar's not going to try to grapple him.
Miss Jawbreaker, I agree. I only want me to get natural 20s as well.
Okay, so...
Is that it?
Yeah, because it's probably an action to reload the light crossbow.
No, I don't. Look, you guys can do. I don't really do reloads. It's just.
Okay, can I take another shot at him?
Yeah. Look, if fucking people can just like do 2 arrows for dunk, you can do 2.
That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage. With all these buffs that I give you, I just increase the abilities that my guys have. So it's grand. It's a big balancing act. It's grand. Deranged Rhino says, "You're so lucky your DM doesn't want to kill you." I think that's directed at you, John.
No, it's at Miss Jawbreaker.
Oh, is it? Okay. That's it for Fanar, is it?
That's all I can do for now.
Okay, Ren, you're up, my friend. What have you got?
So, realizing that lightning, very bad. Fire,
Yeah.
not very good. Ren's
The
going to look
worst.
at the gem again, put it away, and he's going to pull out his wand and then flick an acid arrow out with a wand at it. So, Orm's acidic arrow.
Orm's acidic arrow. I like it. Okay, roll to hit.
Yeah, give me 1 sec here. Where's it gone? Second level spell. Just 1 last charge on that.
A 17 hits.
For
9
acid.
damage. Okay,
I have
Scan.
resistance.
You're gonna what?
I have resistance to
To
acid.
acid as
That's
well.
That's
Because
exactly why I did
I'm a
it.
dragonborn
God
with
damn
acid
it.
breath.
I was just taking so much delight and about to tell you that you were gonna take 9 acid damage. Okay, cool. So you take so it's down to 8, half to 4, half to 2.
Yeah, so it takes,
No, sorry, that's half to 4.
Half to 4.
so it takes 4d4 acid, which is the 9 now, and
Yeah.
then at the end of its next turn, it immediately takes 2d4 extra damage.
Okay, well that's on
smash.
you to remember, okay? Because I have enough shit
Yeah.
to remember. Cool. Excellent. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that is everything for me.
Jaden, you're up, my friend. What have you got?
All right, Jaden is going to move up 10 feet. and try and
Awful,
You know
what
what?
magic missiles should you use that?
yeah, Jaden is actually going to try and reach in and pull Scales out.
Okay. How are we
So
going to do this?
I'm assuming it's the same DC,
Yeah.
14 athletics.
Yeah, I don't think it's that easy. The way I'm going to rule this is that
Maybe contested strength.
no, like you have to find Scales first. Like this thing is huge, right? So I'm going to say like it's not going to be an action, but like just make a free action to make an investigation check. I'm going to make the DC 10.
All right, let's see if we can find Scales.
No.
That is a natural one.
Like who scales?
So that's a free action. You can still use your action to
attack.
attack.
It
If you
will
want.
kill.
All right.
As lumbering Paddy says.
What's that?
22,
It will kill.
24 for a
Oh,
total of 19.
19 points of slashing damage.
Bam.
And then the butt again.
Okay,
Hit it with the butt.
you're gonna feel this one, Scales. 12 misses. 13
That's okay.
misses. Okay, so the two swipes just seem to take these massive chunks off what could only be described as its sort of general shoulder area. It's nubbin for a head pops up, or what you can only hope is its head, and just seems to go back in as it makes this weird noise. And you take these chunks off, and they just fall. And it moves, it shuffles to the side a little bit to try and reabsorb one of them, but the other one just seems to go. It just kind of just shuffles away into the undergrowth. So that's it. What you like to do?
Jaden. Yeah, that was Jaden's entire turn.
Okay, Torch, which is Scales. You can make a DC 14 strength check or athletics.
Or we can hit it from the inside.
So
with
because my con doesn't kick in until its turn, isn't it?
Your con?
The con save is at the start of its turn, isn't it?
Let me just check. The start of each of them, yeah, so it's a DC 14 con or take 2d8 plus 4. Thank you for reminding me.
But that's at the start of its turn, the
Yes.
man's turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just have to do a strength
A
saving?
DC 14 strength save.
Do you have an advantage because you're raging?
advantage
On strength save, because you're raging, yep. There's no way you can fail this, Scales. 18.
18.
So you guys see Scales like a more vegetable version of Ace Ventura climbing out of the back of the fucking rhino. And you just land out right
Did
beside
it just shit Scales out?
I've never
I'm
seen
not
that
sure
movie.
exactly.
It's a really
how it
fast
happened, but,
metabolism.
So I'm going to see.
Sorry, just give me
I'm not going to say that's your action. I'm going to let you take an action.
So I came out its rear end, so I'm
I mean,
there.
it doesn't seem to have a rear end. It just seems you just came out one part of it. D-Range Rhino says Scales was just birthed.
Or shot, whichever.
So Scales, instead of bursting out by battling his way out, is going to recklessly attack for
Excellent.
Annoyance of having been stuck in there.
It smelled horrific in there, by the way.
Let me toggle
It
on
smelled
advantage.
warm. It smelled moist, and it was hot. Have you ever walked by a bush in autumn that where all the leaves are just dying and that sickly, sweet, rotting smell? It's all you could smell.
So it's going to be a swing with the battle axe.
Swing, battle axe. Swing.
That's
a
22 to hit
What the fuck? That is a nice hit.
for 12 damage.
12.
Followed up by another swing of the battle axe.
Okay.
19 to hit
19 hits.
for another 9 damage.
Okay, your battle axe gets stuck in this thing and you reef it out. And you hear this and you've cut a third. Like if you were to cut it in half, you would bisect it. It seems like you've trisected it. You've just cut a third off this thing, and it just hits the ground and just and whatever hits the ground, it just seems to kind of squelch away into the woods.
Don't eat scales.
It is in a bad way. What would you guys like to do? Is that it for you?
That is it. 4 scales. Yes.
Oh god damn it. Robert, you're up. Robert Set Cooper.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Cool. I can't see. I never look at the Zoom call, so I don't know if you're there or not.
Okay, so I'll take one step closer. Oh, it sucks that I'm just outside of range.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
and you're about to break.
And you can move through. Yeah, I was going to say that as well. You can move through. You can move through a friendly space.
yeah, I mean, I could get right up to him, but
Yeah. You don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. And yeah, if I could get away with not moving, but he's outside of my range and I want sneak attack, so just a normal attack. Silver dagger.
Okay. Holy shit. God,
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Mine's
21 to hit. So do you get sneak on that?
Is there an ally within 5 feet of him?
Yes. Scales is currently engaged.
Yeah, then I get.
James also
sneak
within
attack.
5 feet from those things.
What's it? 18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so your silver dagger. Just. And Scales, you see it come out the other end. It grazes off your shoulder. Doesn't seem to do any damage. Just go into the tree.
Clink.
Teleports
back into my hand.
And teleports back into your hand. My friend, how do you want this thing to die? You got it.
I just want to like throw it through where I perceive its head to be, and then it just like kind of like whoosh, cuts through
Again,
it. Like
it's like Cookie Monster
through
coming out of the bin.
lettuce.
It's just this nubbin just goes
Cookie Monster.
and straight. You wait until you see this thing pop up to presumably survey what's going on, and it goes straight through it, straight past Scales and into the tree. That is it. You got it. Well done, Warwick.
Oh,
See, they're not that bad to fight.
On level 2,
yeah.
they're kind of incredible.
yeah, you
Well,
did.
no,
you
this
just
wasn't
basically
waiting for you. This was not waiting for you earlier on. By the way.
No,
Just,
no,
I wouldn't be
no,
that fucking bad.
no, I'm just saying, like in Death House, you fight one
Yeah,
of these.
that
at level
house, yeah,
2.
it's
like
yeah.
Yeah, Dave, it's not that bad a thing to fight. You just nearly killed the barbarian. I mean, that's all.
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, the thing is with the Death House,
Okay.
though, it's really unbalanced.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
so badly balanced.
We're not in Death House at the moment, so let's move on. So,
So,
what would you guys like to do?
Seeing what Scales looks like, I am going to cast Aura of Vitality, which means I can basically give 2d6 healing 10 times in the next minute.
Wow. Okay.
Iron Scales, get in there.
2d6
How do you-
healing.
how do you
10
have that?
times? So you can
Yeah.
what do?
Are you a
You
paladin?
can do 12d6 healing.
No, it's a druid spell as well.
That was only for
Well,
paladins.
so 2d6 hit points by 6.
2d6 hit points every 6 seconds for a minute.
So that's
10 times.
10 times. That's 20d6.
Yeah.
That is outrageous. Roll 20d6. Fucking hell.
It's only one person though.
Yeah, I know.
Like he
I mean, that's
chooses.
pretty much insta heal.
So
Yeah.
when the one comes
it can be,
over,
it can be
do this.
taken. It can be. You can use a bonus action to select one person. So I'd assume you can
So-
alternate throughout
Yeah,
the minute.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 10d6. That's for Scales.
Yeah. And describe to me how this, like, what happens here. 36. Holy fucking shit.
So,
Oh, boys, wait till you see what's going to happen in her house now that I see you can do this.
No, Dave.
So,
Stop it. Meta DM.
Let's hear what it sounds like.
But
What it looks like.
shouldn't. And you see him kind of almost begin to glow with a greenish light, and kind of like little motes of light begin rotating around him in a 30-foot aura. and Limit just looks over to Scales, and most of the motes, drift towards Scales, and for the next 30 seconds hover around Scales and giving him the 36 hit points.
I like how Ren is like, no, Dave, that's meta DMing. I don't know if you know what a DM does, but kind of just meta games.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
for now, another 34.
Holy shit.
No
No problem.
I really appreciate that.
Is Lamud in range of Scales? Screw it. Scales is gonna like get up feeling much better and kind of tromp over towards you and pull you into like a hug that lifts you off your feet. And he's like, "You're like a donut."
Liberty's gonna break out
Stop
I
giving
love
Dave
Scales.
ideas. Stop
I
giving
love Scales.
Dave ideas. Otherwise,
Oh my
will end
God.
up like a donut by the end of this.
Scales tries to eat Lamud. Also, great news. Solo just said the Kickstarter of Bergen's Book of Beasts is up to 112k. We're well over the record set by Eisendore's Vault of Treasure.
Woo!
It's all right. Well done, everyone. And we still have 13 days to go. So get on that. Back to Kickstarter. And
Dave, as a celebration, you should give us free magic items from it when it comes out.
yeah, maybe. Who knows? Probably not. But no, like
We've done
seriously,
such a good
you
job
guys should be
promoting it.
proud because like a lot of people who are part of this community, they all contributed to creating this book. It's all
Yeah.
it all comes from within Penny Dragon. It comes from within the community, and we've got so many talented writers and creators and all that kind of stuff. So it's truly us. It's not outsourced. It's not nothing. It
Yeah.
just comes from within the Penny Dragon community, and it's awesome. And
Yeah, Sean, did you write anything in
we're
this?
very proud.
No, I don't have anything in Bergen's Book of Beasts, but the next Kickstarter, there's definitely some of my stuff coming.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay, cool. Let's move on. So what would you guys like to do?
Fernando will just like
You
shake Lamud's hand and speak in Orcish, buy a donkey. I'm just saying thank you.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, go buy a donkey, Lamud.
Go buy a donkey.
Oh God. Wow. Okay, you guys. Yeah, lovely. So which way would you like to go? Because depending on which way you go, well, there's only one way out. Thank you.
We should find Robert's dagger of venom first before we leave.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you should definitely roll an investigation check to see if you find that again.
And then when Robert is done doing that, when you don't know which way is the right way, you always go right.
That is a 25 investigation. Unfortunately, you find your dagger of venom.
I was just like,
Unfortunately for me.
Unfortunately.
No, unfortunately for me, you find your dagger of venom. Excellent. Yeah, it's like wedged into the undergrowth here. You kind of reach your hand in, and it's all this again. These really nasty thorns. You just scrape these horrible lines along your hand, and this black gooey shit doesn't do any damage or anything bad, but it's icky. Where would you like to go?
Robert's happier than he has been in a couple of days.
Yeah.
You
Why
got
is
to
that?
see a
Finally
good
got
monster.
to draw something again. We've only been fighting people for a while.
Yeah. Robert's Beastry. This is like it's a nasty creature. But luckily I only threw one of them at you. So I'm gonna.
Fernando will just like turn to Robert as well. It's like he's really interested. How do you do that with the knife? Throwing it and get that special attack, that additional damage, the sneak attack, basically.
He's
I just
sneaky.
aim really well. Sometimes, it's like waiting for someone to reach the apex of their jump, and then hitting them when they can't do anything about it.
It's like hitting someone midair. They can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
When they're at the apex of that jump, that moment where they're like in limbo.
Okay.
It's kind of like that.
But
Move your tokens along while you're talking about this.
Hopefully, one day you will show me how to do that.
Oh, excellent! I sense a multi-class happening here.
Two of them.
Yeah. I can show you.
Moving along.
We could do some target practice or something.
Now,
So
what
you
is-
Two
said-
reactions.
you guys?
You said if we don't know the right way, we should go right.
Right.
Yeah,
Look,
so-
right seems to turn around and go back left though.
Left is
let's
right,
go
right is
right.
left.
Up is down, down is up.
What?
What?
Hmm?
Start running from side to side on his wire chip.
Yep. try and tip
No.
the swamp over to get into the right
this-
map?
Over there.
You're making a joke.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
As you make your way through this dark and twisted woods, again, the trees seem to reach out towards you. You can swat them away. These thorned and barbed limbs.
If
They don't seem to
raises his
have the
hand and
strength
holds it
or the
towards tree,
wherewithal
does
or
anything
the animation of the full trees that you faced, but they certainly, you can see that they're getting there.
if Ren like holds up a little hand towards the boughs, the trees that are moving towards him, does anything happen? Do they flinch away or?
Kate from It's a Map says, if you find the way out, I'll post the maps on social media. Anyone wants to use this map? Kate from It's a Map has said that she'll post it up to you.
Ray, did you just like put out your hand? Like
Yeah, like it's on fire, and I kind of just reach out towards the tree to see if it like flinches
Yeah, you
back.
can see it certainly lights it up. You know,
if it's just like smacking his hands, like no lightning.
you can get through here if you want.
It's not lightning; it's fire. Different.
making
Lightning
sure.
makes them bigger.
Yeah.
So, at the risk of,
Apparently.
I'm gonna move you guys on at the risk of just for saving time, but
So
you
we don't
guys-
keep going in giant
this,
circles.
well, pretty much it takes a while. It takes a while, and you make your way up to the top right of the map. This has taken another 2 hours to get through. So you've been traveling for now, what, 9 and 2 is 11 hours.
Plus a fight.
Plus a
Being
fight.
too
You are
busy.
fucking exhausted. Now you can push through and take a
take
point of
actual
exhaustion if you want, or you can take a long rest. It's up to you.
Can we maybe take a short rest?
You can take a short rest if you want, yeah.
Sure.
But you
that's
just
fine.
sit down and trim your toenails and apply some moisturizer, do whatever you want.
So no, the question is that would that negate the exhaustion as well, or will it only be a long rest? Because sleeping in a creepy witch-infested.
Yeah, I mean, look, okay, so I would say if you take a short rest, it will push out when the exhaustion's going to hit, but it will hit, and I will decide when it hits. And it will not be a shitty DM tactical decision designed to fuck you over. I will put a time on it. Okay, and I'll write it down here now. I'll roll a dice.
What's the consensus, guys?
Don't
I'm
really
actually-
want to sleep here, but
I kind of need a long
12
rest though.
hours.
Okay. Scales,
Yeah.
you need a long rest.
Making my way right through the twisted
Okay,
wood.
so I'm going to take a picture of
woods.
this.
All right.
Branches scratch as I go past.
Because-
You'd
I
almost
just-
think that we
This
achieved
is how
the
long
DM of
after
being
your
leader
short
of.
rest you're gonna start taking a point of exhaustion. Okay,
maybe
Alright.
I've taken a picture of it.
Okay,
So
no problem, Dave. We're just still debating.
Yep.
So Scales needs a long rest. I can get away with a short rest.
like,
Jaden-
get away with a short one.
Jaden is fine.
I don't think any of us should go in half charged though. So if Scales needs a long rest, I think the rest of us should take one too.
Yeah, I can just take a 4 hours rest.
Oh wait, I can get that on a short rest. But
Your rage is
Yeah.
regen on a short rest, but the rest is a long rest. I think.
Yeah. For now.
no, a long rest to get my rages
Is
again,
it?
but I can get my breath weapon on a short rest. But I've only got one rage left, so a long rest would be better before we go up against
Yeah.
anything much more.
I think maybe
You have 3 rages
this
already?
is what I was hoping. Yeah,
I've got one rage left of my
Fairly
3.
flahulok with her rages.
But if we face anything before the big bad,
might be out.
like,
I think
we take-
you've
I
used
think
all
we
your
take-
rages.
Making my way right.
I think we should take a full rest.
Yeah, because I mean,
Branches scratch as
Scales,
I go
you
past.
tagged properly there and kept all of us safe. It's only fair that we give you time to rest there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll,
so you're gonna camp here.
So
I'll take
once
the
that's
first
said,
watch.
Scales is going to promptly sit down, curl up, and his tail is going to come up and sort of like, not quite reach
like a
his
teddy?
nose, but he's like hugging his tail, and he's in a ball, and he just goes straight to sleep.
scales.
While Scales
love scales.
while Scales does that, can I actually use survival to check for a I mean, there's no suitable place to camp here, but a more suitable place than in the middle of the road.
A less yeah, of course you can. So roll survival.
You
Can I
get to wake
assist?
the Dragonborn if you're gonna move.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, yeah, you kind of walk a few miles, not even kind of maybe a mile down the track, and it's as if the forest just seems to be like you spot a spot that might be that looks perfect, and it just seems to kind of grow in almost to defy you, and you just get the vibe that there'll be nowhere more safe or less safe than straight on the trail.
Middle of the road it is.
Pretty much. Okay, cool. So we're doing 8 hours here, right?
Yep.
Just to
Let's
show
go.
you guys,
Who's sleeping first? Sorry, go on.
Not Ren.
just to show you guys, my bile is getting like pretty. I'm actually starting to accrue a pile here.
This is
You can get an
Robert's
actual
book of
bestiary.
beasts.
exactly how every bestiary should be. Okay, cool. So let's
You
get
can-
through this as quick
you
as
can
we
tell like
can
a-
because
you
I
can tell
want to
like
move you guys on. I want to move,
PDF
kind of
does.
move you guys on to. I need to get you to somewhere first. So first off, so Scales, you're sleeping for how long? 8 hours?
Um,
You need 8 hours, don't you?
I kind of need the 8 hours. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're sleeping
Lemud and
3.
Jaden is taking first watch.
Okay, cool. Lemud and Jaden taking first watch. Scaled as you fall asleep. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Sorry, Dave. I just want to say, for now, we'll take like the first 4 hours of
Okay.
the watch with.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna sleep with Scales. Not like that. I mean, like
Okay,
at the same
so
time.
Robert and Scales are sleeping together. Scales is going to do a wisdom save.
17.
Scales. As you fall asleep, you feel an itch inside of your mind, of your head, of your skull. And it's like you scratch your face as you're asleep. Just something like, have you ever been asleep and spiders crawl along your face, or a strand of hair has just made your skin kind of prickle on edge or something like that, and you feel, but it's scratching it, it's inside your head, and you're like, oh, and you just kind of scratching and find eventually it goes away. You get a full night's sleep. Now, who else is sleeping tonight?
All of us, I think, have different watches.
Well, having completed their watch, Jaden and Lemud will probably sleep next.
Jaden and Lemud. Okay. Lemud, roll me a D4, please.
A D4.
1 to 2, it's you. 1 to 4. Sorry, 2 to 4, it's 3 to 4. 1 to 2, it's you. So give
It is Lemud.
give me a wisdom saving throw. The DC is a lot lower in this. The DC is 8.
22.
Okay, again, you feel that itch, a very kind of just this probing, scratching, just on the inside of your skull, inside your temple, and you're like, ah, it's really annoying, but it doesn't really get to you. You guys have all completed your long rest. So, go on to your character sheets,
Cool. I see the mark myself as well.
back up your hit points, refresh your spells, all that kind of buzz. You're going to need it.
I wish roll 20 would add a long rest button.
It will be great.
Yeah.
So
How
as
many
I'm
have you
doing
won?
my daily prep, are we going to try and be stealthy going in or not?
Definitely.
All right, so I'm keeping Pass Without a Trace then.
Again, thank you, Kate from It's a Map, for these fucking awesome maps.
They're amazing.
Exactly what I asked. And it's sort of spec'd in the brief, and she just nailed it.
It's almost
Okay,
like she knows
guys.
you really well, Dave.
Well, yeah, pretty much, like, but also, like, fucking cost me a fortune because
Yeah.
it's not like, I'm not going to ask her to for free. Still going to pay her. Because, what is going on with the fucking torches? Go away. Go away.
Because Scales drags out like 20.
Dales does love his torches.
Ailes is like fucking it's just his street performances. Okay, cool. So you're gonna try and move on with stealth, is that it?
Yeah.
As you make your way as you make your way through this corrupted forest, and it seems to be closing in, and then you seem to you take a right turn, and all of these blackened, gnarled, and thorny limbs just seem to recede. And then from behind you, they seem to reintroduce themselves to the trail, almost as if to hurry you on. And you emerge here.
Oh, here we go.
So you guys can see.
Oh.
Smaller hook than I expected. It'll be an outside battle.
So everyone can see where they are?
Oh, thank fuck it's thatched. We can just burn it down.
Well, it looks thatched, my friend. It's not gonna be that easy. So as you emerge from this corrupted forest, your face is scratched with these horrifically fucking thorned and barbed briars. You make it out. It almost looks like a scene of this idyllic scene, this lovely farmland, lovely plowed and
Scales.
Hold on till I describe it.
He's excitedly
shit will
watching what you're seeing.
Move back to here. Just let me describe it first, and then you can tell me where you go. Okay. So rows and rows of plowed farmland and field, and you can see these purple and blue and grayish plants and things just starting to sprout from these meticulously maintained fields. And you hear the sound of rushing water coming from the northwest, and straight ahead of you, you see a large wattle and daub house, the roof of which, obviously because Incarnate would only allow us to kind of such, the whole thing is made from what looks like wattle and daub and wet wood and wet mud. So it's kind of almost kind of organic papier-mâché lump of, looks like just wet sludge. There seems to be some sort of brickwork there as well. Now, Scales, what would you like to do?
So as Scales had emerged from the wood to see not scary wood, and also lovely ploughed rows of like clearly farming, he's going to excitedly kind of move towards one, and then he's going to be like, ooh, and he's going to run back towards the other side and go in.
Don't touch
use
too much.
my
Scales.
telepathy.
You guys are just gonna, you guys are all cool with Scale doing S.
No.
Oh, we're all trying to stop this immediately, I'd say.
Okay.
So I'll use telepathy to immediately be like, the Scales, no.
We're in enemy territory, Scales.
But it's farmy.
It's enemy farmy. These are probably evil plants.
It's frenemy.
Farmy. Plus, we already know this thing uses scarecrows, so stay away from the scarecrows.
There are a few
They-
fields.
That's why I went away from the scarecrow on the other side.
There's another
You're
one.
right in front of one right there.
I didn't
Scales.
see that
10
one.
feet away from
Get
one.
out of the field.
Scales,
Backs away.
they possibly use genetic engineering in their plants. Like,
Say
Okay.
what?
What?
really
Yeah,
evil
okay.
stuff.
This jawbreaker says, don't tell Scales what to do.
Just because you want the party to die, so
It's a map by Arisa. Scales needs one of those child harness leads.
Yep.
It's called
Yeah,
hold
but who's
first.
gonna-
Okay.
and then we'll do
So
it.
what would you guys like to do?
I would like to have a look at one of these scarecrows from a distance, please.
From a distance. Okay, from how far? From where you are?
Yeah, so probably
Make a perception check.
I'd say I'd probably get 15 feet from
There's
that
one here. There's one here. So you tell me how close you want to get.
Yeah, so to like that one 15 feet away.
Ooh, okay. So 23 investigation. Yeah, it seems to be made from.
That was Ren's. I have no idea what I'm looking
You
at.
have no idea what's going on. So Ren, you're investigating, which means if you want to investigate it, means you're going up to it and you're pulling it apart and you're getting hands-on with it.
Did I click investigation? I didn't mean to do that.
You clicked investigate. If you want to click perception,
I didn't
perception
mean to
means you are not in
I-
melee with it right now
I didn't
as
mean
you
to click it
investigate
at
it.
all. I have hyperlinks down the bottom for quick rolls. I must click that by mistake.
Quick rolls. Okay, so cool.
Yeah.
So Lamud, it's
But I-
really hard to tell.
I
It's
just-
almost as if, hold on, it's almost as if Lamud, when you look at it, you know, when you wake up in the morning and your eyes are kind of gooey and you're like, Oh, that didn't look like that a second ago. That's the vibe you get off it.
I am backing away.
Not today, disco lady.
Yeah. For now, I wanted to take like Lamut and like just pull him away from the scarecrow.
There's one up in the middle of the road as well.
Yeah, that is completely not suspect in any
Okay.
way, shape, or form, and it belongs there.
Okay. So what would you like to do? Entrance to the house is around about here.
I don't think we should go in that house.
Do
Literally
your
why
fireball.
you came here.
Do your
The
fireball
reason
thing.
you came here.
You want me to do a fire?
Set the chimney on fire like when you did with the kids.
Um,
Oh, wow.
Maybe-
Episode
maybe-
1.
Maybe throw a firebolt at the scarecrow in the middle of the road.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. So I fireballed the one in the middle of the road. I've done this before.
Okay. That is a
Oh.
22 to hit. You hit that one there? This one here?
15. Burn,
15
maybe burn,
points of
as the
fire
thing in
damage.
Chat says.
Okay, as you... Let me just... I don't even need to do... So, what's that? Go in the house.
It's a map says go in the house.
Go in the house.
Okay, okay.
Just
You
go
put
in the
something
house.
evil in there.
It's
I
that's
don't
it,
do
but
it.
go in the house. Okay, cool. So you unleash your fireball. Shoots across straight down the farmland and hits it. Just it erupts in flame. As it erupts in flame, you hear
It's a kid.
Gabby's voice screaming in agony, and
Put it
The
out.
mud. I
Put it
yeah,
out.
click my fingers
screaming in
immediately.
agony. Gabby is screaming.
I control flames, extinguish.
Okay, there is just a scarecrow there.
Lamud, you did tell me to. I'm not taking responsibility for that.
I know.
That's this.
Does the scarecrow even look singed?
Yes, it's badly burnt.
Okay.
I get the feeling,
We might have killed Gabby.
no, this witch is screwing with us.
It's
Yeah.
like when she talked out of Gabby.
In Renan, in your head here.
Giggle, giggle, giggle.
Rhino, think back. Laugh all you want. You're next.
After Gabby.
Yeah.
Welcome to my house, firemonger. Oh, you think it will burn? It won't. Please. Try
Oh,
and
gee.
fire spells on my house, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything back.
Okay,
After
you
that.
moving on in?
Yeah, I'll move
up.
Can I just check with
Scales
Christian if we're
is
okay
gonna-
to go a bit late? Is everyone okay to go a bit late?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, good.
How about Christian?
Christian?
He's the man doing the work behind the scenes.
He has no choice.
Sure, thanks, mate.
Robert's like, I will go to your house and beat you up.
Your token
Okay.
is the blue one, isn't it, Ren?
Yeah.
That's Ren.
Okay, so Scales is standing and he's kind of holding on to the back of your cloak.
Scared?
No, because he told him not to go anywhere, and you're going to
Oh,
stand
yeah.
around and do all the talking thing again and not do anything. And he knows himself well enough to know that if he concentrates on holding on to your cloak, he won't wander off and do something that will make you all shout at him again and shout in his head to not do the thing that he wants to do.
I can imagine
Lumbering
everyone
Paddy says,
Scales
"Burn
probably
it,
gets-
Ren."
I can imagine Scales gets the most confused when Ren uses telepathy. Scales like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, he's just like, okay,
D-range
fine.
Rhino says, "Scales, do it."
Ren will like pull out a copper coin and then start transmute with the gold and hand it to Scales to look at,
Okay,
just to distract Scales a
so
bit.
you guys are making my way.
Yeah, for
Over
now,
here?
for now, I want to check this scarecrow after Ren tried to burn it down. It's like, how is this
I
thing
don't
still
want to play a
standing?
warlock.
It's like it's just a scarecrow, but like it looks like it had some sort of. Make an investigation check. The DC is very low.
Investigation.
Kate, you're trying to get us killed.
There's the nice rolls.
Have a swim.
Oh.
No.
Three. Hard to tell, Finar, but like what you do see is there's the remains of some sort of humanoid flesh just over the face. Impossible to determine whose flesh it was, or if it belonged to someone, or if it was homegrown or what. But there is definitely the remains of a face that was stitched onto the scarecrow.
Hi, Pricky, Pricky Pete.
Hi, Pricky
He's
Pete.
rating us.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Pricky
Pricky
Pete.
Pete,
Hey,
welcome
Pricky
back.
Pete.
Party
Rated us
three.
before.
They're about to go into the house of the carved witch, and it's
Assumed.
it's gonna be fucked, all kinds of fucked up. So
Yo,
What
Pricky,
would you
we
like
could
to
use
do?
some fireballs right about now.
this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. Okay,
Looking
so you're gonna-
around, do we
Yeah.
see
Oh.
anything that looks out of place?
everything looks out of place, but apart, going by that metric, no, you don't. All of these scarecrows have turned to face you, and it looks like that they're not
Following
moving.
us.
No, they haven't moved from their position, but they have turned to face you guys, so they're now looking at you.
Ren's gonna pull on like the leather tag, for helping him pull his boots to Winterlands on, and cast mage armor. It's
Okay.
all a purple set of like nearly what looks like plate armor, flares up around him and then disappears again.
Cool, good to know. No. Pricky Pete says, "House of farming." Over here in this so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 by 50 pool of water. It's busy. It sloshes up and down. The waves start to form from nowhere, and as you look at it, like it looks like if you've ever unplugged your bath and you've seen a whirlpool start to form, but just not, then that's what you see happening here. It's all sorts of activities water can get up to, but it's like it never quite reaches the apex of anything.
We checked that
She has
after
a
we killed the witch.
jacuzzi. That's so unfair.
So much more room for activities.
Yeah,
But,
but I will just turn around to Ren and it's like, don't you dare fucking say that I must watch out.
Okay, so what's the plan? Are you gonna go straight up to the front
I
door?
wasn't gonna say it.
For now, you want to go do the front door?
Okay, guys, we're gonna stay on for half an hour. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Give me just 30 seconds.
We could play knock knock run.
No.
I was gonna
bad
say
idea.
Robert. I was gonna say Robert puts on his brave pants and walks up to the door and knocks.
What color is your brave pants? Are they brown?
No.
Nice reference. Nice reference, John.
All my clothes are brown.
I think at this stage the
All
red
his
ones
clothes
might be
are
better though.
brown, his clothes are brown,
For now, we'll join you, Robert.
and his suit is grey.
I wear leather.
Whatever we do, we need to open the door, and then we're all gonna get screwed by whatever Dave has planned for us.
See, my thing is, he mentioned the trap. That trap is in that house.
I could
know for
kick
a
the
fact
door
the
in.
Go
So
kick
no,
the door.
you've got that wrong, Rin. The trap isn't in the house.
Trap is the
Trap
house.
is the house.
That's why I'm not firebolting it, because she said firebolt it. I
Oh,
dare
house
you.
is a mimic. Oh,
Oh,
Yes, I mean I've thrown a 20-foot mimic at a party, but this thing is huge.
Okay.
I mean that's
Yo.
a 40-foot mimic. Is Dave that evil? I don't know yet.
Yes, he is.
Sorry. What's the story, guys?
We're wondering if your
we-
house is a mimic.
What are you guys doing? You going straight in? Front door?
Robert
We-
and Fenara said they're going to knock.
It's a map by he says, Avon calling.
yeah.
Bad
Patty
guy.
says, is the roof trapped? Miss Jawbreaker says, are they brown for a reason? And it's a map IRA says, knock, knock, die. My God, you guys are fucking. These guys want to. You want to kill them. Okay, let's do it. Fenari, you're at the front door.
Yeah, I'm actually. You weren't here, but I said Robert's gonna put on his brave pants and walk up to the door and.
Okay, the door is right in front of.
Knock
Yeah,
on the
it's
door.
right here.
his brave pants are brown.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Oh, you don't even need to. As soon as you get within 5 feet, the door opens for you.
I'll knock on the door frame them and say,
It opens. And
"Anybody home?"
give me a perception check, everyone.
Hello, Ass Kickers Incorporated here. Do you have time to talk about your impending doom?
18. Lemud, you're the first to hear it. If you can imagine a bunch of reeds and rushes slapping together, and it comes from behind you, and as you look behind you, you see all the scarecrows giving you a round of applause with their little rushy, reedy arms. then they go back to being straight. So I will move you guys over to the entrance of her house. And a wild
Told you
little
that.
fucking- Who are we missing? Are we missing one more? There's
Jaden
Jaden.
at the bottom.
Jaden.
Poor Jaden.
Sorry, I forgot Jaden. Told you guys that which was screwing with us.
So guys, here we go. This is her little house. Her little house. Let me just make sure that I have some music going for you guys in here.
Would it be metagaming to say I check for traps?
Yes, it would. Bum, 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 bum. Play on load. What have we got? Let's go with default temple. Actually, no, Mummy's Tomb is better. Save settings. Boom. Here we go.
I can see.
There you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
I light a torch.
Yeah,
Alright,
Jaden.
my friends.
To light the torch.
My like headcanon of the party is that whenever someone goes to light a torch, they just hold it out to Ren. And
Sorry,
he's
just
like,
give me 1 second. I need to open the door. Lighting.
I just light a match
go.
on Ren's beard. It's not weird.
Ah,
Now, guys, there you go. As the door opens, you see a long 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 foot corridor ahead of you. Some ruined carpets and rugs adorn the floor. Blood stains and what look like other organic stains as well, be they poo or piss or whatever else. The smell is too much. There is a door on the west wall, 5 feet in, another door on the west wall, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet in your left, and a door at the end of the corridor here. What would you like to do?
I'm going to expend a first level spell slot and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
So does anything show up? 30-foot range.
You are almost blinded
I was just about to say you're in a
by
egg.
magic.
Oh shit! This is all magic.
You just cover your eyes, and you're like,
Well, she's a witch.
Christ, Rhino. What did the witch say to her victim while she was waiting? Bewitch you in a minute. Wow. Okay, who's
So now-
first into the front door of the creepy witch's cottage?
But I would just like ask Robert, we should probably check for traps. You are good with that.
Actually, Dave,
Yeah.
I can see this. I can see the school of magic. Is there a specific school coming off this area? Like
Everything.
so every type
Yes.
of magic.
Every type of magic here.
Be very, very careful. There is something seriously magical about this house.
She's a witch. It's her house.
I could check for traps, but the last time I tried that didn't go so well.
Should I check for traps?
I mean,
I'll check for
I'll do
sigils.
it anyway, but
Yeah,
Maybe
I love
me and you can
skills.
check.
20 investigation. And what are you checking exactly? Are you moving? Are you checking the first
I'm like
5 feet? Or are you
checking the
moving in?
floorboards. Like I have my rapier out in front of me and kind of using it like a
Okay,
10-foot
so-
pole.
So how
like,
far in are
checking-
you going?
Let's say 4 squares.
Okay, one, 2, 3 in this far. Okay, with your 20, there is a trap on this door,
Yeah.
and there is a trap on the floor here.
Okay.
So this door is trapped. It's very obvious.
Do you know if it's mechanical or magical trap?
It's yeah, you would be able to tell that it's mechanical here, and this is a pit trap here.
Okay. I want every one of the pit trap,
Mhm.
and the door is also trapped. Appears to be mechanical. I could try to disarm it, but I don't know what kind of traps a witch makes.
So Robert, as you step in, you're in this house now,
Mhm.
and you see the walls move.
Like they're breathing.
They seem to extend with that inhale of breath, sound, and they seem to come back in with the exhale of breath. It feels like this house is breathing.
I'm tempted to try dispel the house magic on the house, but I feel like that's a waste of a spell.
If you think I would make it that easy, then yes, go for it.
Just like, no. House disappears.
Probably not. It's not a good idea.
So what would you like to do, Robert?
I think we just
Try to do a lock picking on the door. Not lock
Disable the
picking,
trap.
disabling the trap.
You're going to try and disable. So thieves' tools, please.
Oh, it doesn't ask me if I have proficiency.
You should have proficiency in thieves' tools if you're a
I
rogue.
do. I do.
Yeah. So just you might need to. What's a -1?
Yeah, it asked me for strength. Sorry.
No, you need to roll
That's
it.
23. So you got 17 plus 3 is your dex, plus 0 is what? Then plus 3 is your proficiency.
Plus 0 is supposed.
So have you
This
got
thing's
plus 3? So have you got plus 3 in proficiency?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you got
yeah.
plus 3 in dex. So that's a
Yeah.
correct roll. 23. So as you begin to disarm this, you can see it's a very well constructed but very mundane trap. There is a turn knob on the door that you just go and you would push in.
Mm-hmm.
What in it is a very simple needle spike trap, but in addition to that, there is another trap that will the handle of the door will move in, and the whole door, there's a mechanism that will wrap around your wrist, and then you can determine that there are another 5 needles that will get your hand as well.
Oof.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it's very nasty. Wait to see what else I have for you. So you figured out how to disarm it, and you have disarmed it.
So yeah, I take like a torch and use my torch as a sacrificial arm.
You don't have to do that. You can leave
Okay.
it armed, but you can bypass it. It's up to you. You can trigger it, or you can leave it armed.
I'll.
We could just smash the door in.
No, that'll
No.
probably end badly. She knows we're here, so there's not much point. being
I'll
sneaky.
try to disarm it because
Yeah. Well, with a 23, you can successfully disarm it. It's been disarmed.
Can I salvage any of the quills possibly?
They're part of the mechanism, so you'd have to take
Okay,
the whole
no.
mechanism with you.
Ooh, like can I put it in my bag or something?
Like
Is
you
it
would have
like-
to take a saw to that part of the door.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, no, never mind.
It's
like
you know it's
crowbarring it off.
no, it's not like
Okay.
Lego. You can't just disassemble it and take the good parts with you. So I mean, assuming you live in the way and you come back the way you came, you can certainly try and disarm the door and dismantle the door. But as it
Yeah, I'm
stands,
I'm
the
thinking
door
of
is
a
still
way to safeguard
closed.
my books.
Would you like to open the door?
Yeah, I'll crack it open and just push it
Okay,
open
you crack
a
it
little bit.
open, and this breeze comes past.
What's
And
it smell like?
Smell of moisture and organic things, and something else. As you walk in, let me just move this away for you. Dynamic lighting. Select. Move that. Move my little door away, and you feel free to go in if you want.
I'll
As you
start-
see, there seems to be a tiled floor with lots and lots of potted plants.
Oh, this is weird.
It is really weird. And from inside on the very left here,
Scales, Jaden, either of you going in?
Can I go in?
I mean,
Yeah,
if
go.
it's
You always
it's
tell me not
plants-
to go places. I'm going in.
If it's plants, Lamut is definitely interested in it.
You're going
at
in?
I'm not going in at the very least. You said that square there is safe.
The one that Robert's in the safe, yeah.
And the one where I just moved my token to, you said that one is safe.
That's
as well.
safe. Well, yeah, that's safe too.
All right. So I
It's
just
this
want
one
to
that's trapped, right?
Yeah, I've just
Scales
double
is
checked.
straight in there.
So I just want to try and identify the plants that are in there.
Okay, cool. Roll me. Yeah, that's where it is. You're gonna have to go into where Scales is to try and do that.
All right, I'll. Fine.
Oh, okay, cool. Roll me a nature check.
All right, I get advantage on that because of my.
Yeah, you're gonna find this
ability
DC
skill.
really high.
I'll help with that because I have proficiency on nature, and
Right,
I'm
you're
also
gonna need
interested in
DC
plants.
25.
No idea.
These you've never seen these plants before, and they sparkle and they shine with. Give me a quick Arcana check.
Nice.
Deep Range Rhino says, "Lick it."
No, I am already telling. Oh,
Arcana
Nice.
10.
Assist.
Oh, assist. Okay, cool. So you're
So-
kind of natural 20.
So on the
These
assist, I
are
get a natural
all.
20.
These are you've never encountered these potted plants before, or indeed they're naturally growing forms, but the energy and the vibe that they're giving off is that these have all been plucked from the Fae.
Oh wow,
They're so pretty.
that's
They
Just don't touch
are.
anything.
And
so Dave.
yeah,
Because of my my tools that I've got, I can successfully harvest any plant without needing to make a check.
okay.
This feels like a trap specifically aimed at Lamud and Scales, though.
Okay.
I don't care. Those are plants from the Feywild. The things that these things could potentially do is amazing. I'm definitely gonna at least harvest one of them.
Okay, cool. So which one are you going to pick?
Let's go for the purple one below me.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay, so what tools? So this is kind of like it looks like the best thing I can equate it to is like a foxglove plant.
All right, so yeah, I mean, it'll take out, from the kit the like it almost looks like gardening gloves, those thick gloves and a pair of shears and like a little preservation box that he can put it in.
Okay.
And
So
just going to snip away at it.
okay, as you approach it, it just spits a cloud of pink dust at you. I need you to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, not advantage. 15.
15.
Didn't matter either way.
Okay, good to know. You don't feel any adverse effects.
Good to know.
I'm not going to tell you whether you made a fail that save.
No, 100%.
Yep.
Do I successfully harvest it though?
You do.
I'm just going to put it as purple leaves.
I would just put it as if you can categorize it as hag house purple plant.
All
I know
right.
it's long, but it just makes it easier for me.
I'm just going to say Scales is like clutching his morning star so tight that even his kind of pale colored knuckles have gone even wider.
Okay.
In an attempt to not touch anything.
Yeah. So I mean, after that's happened, I'm definitely telling Scales, okay, let's not tempt fate further.
What would you like to do?
Is this a window here at the bottom?
It is a window, yeah.
For now, I want to go and see if we can see something there.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I've deliberately left the dynamic lighting open for the window, so you can go and whatever you see, you see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you can see in there.
What does he see?
Scales.
Yep.
On your right here,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a little voice.
The pretty plant.
Help me! Help me!
I'm going to lean closer to that plant. But I'm not going to touch it. I'm deliberately keeping my hands away.
You hear, are you evil?
No.
I'm scared.
What's your name?
Scared.
What's your name?
Shane.
Shane.
Yes.
That's an odd
That's
name for
why
a
he's
plant.
not here. What did you do to him?
Shane, where are you from?
Sopherone.
Death Room.
Sopherone.
Yep.
Sopherone.
Sopherone.
Hey,
It's more like Sufferone. Sorry.
You better fucking believe it, my man. Sopherone. I fucking love it.
Did we meet somebody called Shane? A kid called
Nope.
Shane?
No, you didn't.
We have a
So
player
it's-
called Shane.
That's what's being called out to the others. Like,
Okay. All right.
I mean, Dave, I've never thought I would do that, but can I please inside check the plot?
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Roll inside. It's a high DC.
No,
Oh, shit, my friend.
What's the
No.
joke? He trusts him immediately.
that's a plot. Why wouldn't I trust the plot?
Whatever Scales thinks is happening, you 100% agree with Scales.
Yes, I wouldn't. Whatever Scales wants to do next, I'm not stopping Scales.
okay, Shane, you hold tight. You
Yes.
stay here.
She
and
turned me into a plant.
So you stay here.
I
And
used
when-
to be a rugby player.
A rugby player. I like rugby.
What's a rugby?
Actually, what position did you play? Were you one of the forwards, like the big strong kids?
Did I hear a wizard in the background? I was a hooker.
A hooker. That's a very good role. You stay here. We're going to kill the
Wait,
witch.
how does that plant
and
know I'm a
then
wizard?
We will get you and we will bring you back to. Wait, all of it is Sopherone. So we'd have to figure out where in Sopherone.
The witch
But-
told me one way I could be restored.
Oh, how?
All I had to do was have somebody lick me.
Oh
Lick
no.
you. Ooh.
So-
You shouldn't lick plants that you don't know are okay to lick, though.
Lick me.
Can I inside check the plant now?
Everyone is saying lick him, lick him.
Well, Scales the Buddha is not going to stop you this
Lick it.
time. I'm sorry.
I. If Scales
Who
actually
wants
tries to
to
lick it,
inside
I'm-
check a plant?
Actually,
I
I'm
want to inside
actually
check the-
thinking, would Scales lick this plant? And I actually think Scales would not lick this plant.
Okay.
I'm
Robert is like standing there seriously,
got a
like
20 insight.
hands on his quills.
Ren got a 20 insight.
While the rest of the party
You know what?
debate
You're
whether
not
or
really
not
in
they
the
wanna
room
lick a
though,
plant.
Ren. I'm not gonna
I'm
give
like-
it to you.
Yeah, but the
You-
plant is here, and I'm like 5
You're
foot away.
there
from
and
Scales.
she's there. It doesn't seem right. All I'm going to give you, Ren, is that it doesn't seem right. It doesn't
Scales.
seem right what you're hearing.
I wouldn't
And-
listen to that plant at all if I were you.
You stay right here, and when we kill the witch, we'll bring your pot back to the where you came from, and somebody, maybe your mum,
leave
will
me.
lick you.
Don't leave me.
We're leaving it.
Okay, so which way are you going? Ren, we're leaving you.
We're leaving it. We're
Is that-
leaving here.
Is there a door on that?
It is a
side?
door, my friend. Yes, it is.
Hey, Robert, can you trip the pitfall so we don't fall into it?
Oh, I mean, it's already been marked, so.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you
it's
can
also-
look. Yeah, I'm not even going to do a don't roll a 1. You can easily hop over it.
All right. Scales, what do you think? We're going to go check out that door?
Yep,
There's a door up here as well. So whatever you want.
straight ahead.
You guys are going here. Okay, move your
right.
tokens. Okay, I'm going to stop you there, Lamud.
100%.
Robert's like standing
What's your
there.
AC?
760.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so from out here, just this coiled up frond of a kind of a thorny little plant just goes and just hits your neck, and it feels wet and it feels pointy. I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
Where's
I
my
don't think the
concentration?
plants like you very much, my friend.
No, they don't. I've done
You want-
nothing to them.
They want me to lick them.
Okay, good to know. Are you going to continue on? It's a failed whiz save and a failed con save. Good to know.
Thought you weren't going to tell me.
You know now.
Later on.
The witch is messing with your head.
I know. I'm going to worry about that now for the next 2 weeks.
It'll kick in later on.
No.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna make your move to the door here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to have a look around just quickly.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave you guys there for 1 second, and I'm gonna come to Robert, Ren, and Jaden. What would you like to do?
Robert's just like standing there with his hands on his poison quills.
Sorry, just Bernard is looking in every window. like a fucking
As if-
creeper. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's perfect
okay.
Bernard, though. It's like Bernard, it's not that Bernard's
Okay, cool,
creepy,
cool,
it's just no social skills.
Okay, Robert, what are you doing?
I'm just
There's a
standing
door up
with.
here and a door up here.
I'm just standing with a quill drawn,
You're
and
not.
it's one of my poison quills.
Okay.
I still have
Are you investigating the place or?
No, I'm just standing and waiting for the
Okay.
group to
Are
stop
you
doing what
guys,
they're doing.
Ren, are you doing anything, or are you just waiting to see what these guys do?
Yeah, can I check if there's any like runes or anything like hidden?
Where?
around?
Where are you checking for rooms?
Just sort of like around where the plants are near the like here and the entrances and on the walls.
Okay, roll investigation.
Fanard is getting bored by this window.
How are you bored? We're about to get murdered probably. It's an 18.
18. No runes, but no runes, but there's something you can't quite put your finger on. Something about this whole place, it's weird. Everything seems to move, everything seems to breathe, everything seems to, it's just like if you could create a house out of 100 different things that were alive and force them to stick together to be a house.
It's like she's transfigured people inside.
It's like there's just 100 different beings that have been. You can't even. It's an abstract idea, but it's just when you stop and hone your senses, what you get back is chaos. You force yourself to stop.
Yeah.
Everything breathes, everything moves, everything chatters.
This house is made out of her victims. I'm 99% sure of that. This is what she's doing with those souls she's taken.
The plant is called Shane.
Plant is probably someone she killed.
Lamud, where are you going?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, after that happened and he's not really, feeling anything, he would have, gotten quite a bit of a fright as that happened, but no effect. Then just checking around him.
You're smart enough to know that not all effects kick in straight away.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
Nothing happened right now, so I'm still fine. He believes he's got, magic that can deal with this. So just a quick perception check.
Yep. What are you trying to perceive?
If there's anything trappy about the door or the square in front.
From 5 feet away. With a 10, no, seems all good, seems safe.
And then that is where he goes.
Okay.
You going? Yeah.
There's a door there. It's locked.
I can break it down. Or
Again,
Robert
you
could
feel-
do
you-
the thing with
you
the,
see the
with
walls
being
go.
tricky.
I don't know if we want to break
It's
down.
like the house just took a huge breath.
Oh, do we have to wait for Robert to be tricky with the door again?
Probably.
Robert, go check it out. I think.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah, just
Hey, you guys.
keep your eyes open on this side. What do you need? Open the door.
Yeah.
Or
Okay, I'll check it for traps first because I
Okay.
don't trust them.
Roll investigation for traps.
You are well within your right not to trust me.
20.
20.
Ace is not trapped, but with the 20, I will give you a very, you can quite easily figure out that it is physically barred from the other side. There's no way through here.
It's a dead end. Unless
you want to physically destroy the door.
I mean, I might not want to, but I think Scales will be happy to
can
do
I
something.
swing my morning star at the door?
You can roll to hit.
Okay.
I just move away. I don't know what's gonna happen.
14 hits, 17,
14
7
to hit.
bludgeoning. It hits, but your Morningstar goes through a first layer of wood and then hits clang a layer of metal beneath it.
Up, your skull is crushed.
Yeah.
You feel like this might take a while to get through.
I can't knock the door down. And
Ren.
Scales looks really, truly sad that he can't.
This
knock
is
the
his
door
thing.
down.
This is what he does.
This is what he does.
Barbarians knock down doors. I know the feeling.
Ren, what are you doing?
There's a door here, isn't there?
Yep, there is.
Can I check that for traps myself?
You can roll investigation. Up and your skull is crushed.
12.
12. You're fairly confident this door is not trapped. You've seen Robert do his thing. You're sure this is not trapped.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not trapped.
As you check it, it opens by itself.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Immediately is on fire, and I'm like waiting.
No second now. Go to my dynamic lighting layer. Move this aside. There you go.
Like I didn't even unwrap the bandages. The bandages and all have burnt off my hand. Like I'm that on edge.
As you look in, you see a bunch of discarded clothing down here.
Hmm.
A ruined
Adults.
mat. Looks like an empty, some sort of bucket here, some sort of privy pot here, and a large bath with the thickest, scummiest water you've ever seen, and a green and yellow scum on top of it. The water is deathly still.
Do the clothes look like they belong to children or adults?
The clothes are children-sized.
This is just reminding me of that one scene in Prisoners. You know, when he goes to the house and the suitcase is full of kids' clothes. Oh, great movie. Randall turned to Lamud and Robert and be like, "Do you want to check this out?"
I'm not touching any of that.
I want to
Then-
find the witch is what I want to do.
I think that might be. We can't get through that metal door down there, so.
What about up there? Is that also a door?
That is also a door.
Oh, right. That Robert, do you want to check that?
Is it
I'll
this?
hop over and go to there, check the door for traps.
Roll investigation.
This window where Fenard is standing can it open?
27.
No windows are open for now. Sorry, they're all they're all windows that do not have the function to open. They're just like panes of glass that are just shut in. Okay, it's 27. This door is trapped.
Can I determine what kind of trap it is?
There is a wire that goes beneath the floor, and as you trace it, it traces back to Ren, runs under this floor here, and runs to the bath.
That's bad, whatever that is.
That's
Probably
bad.
probably acid or something.
Don't explain the greenish color of the skull.
There's a skull.
There's a skull in the bath.
Open the door, tip to the
There's no
bath.
skull in the bath. There's no skull in this bath.
You said there was a skull in there, wasn't there?
No, I didn't.
No, scum.
Gum.
Oh, I misheard you.
Okay.
Everyone out.
Lumbering Paddy says, flush the toilet.
Robert said everyone out, everyone back up.
Lumbering Paddy also says, lick the poopsicle.
All right,
You
James.
guys. Okay, cool. So someone's going to check the door here. Are you going to try and disarm it?
we're,
Is everyone just
we're all-
running?
Why are
No,
we going?
we're
Where
all
are you
just
going?
going outside.
If we go, we have to bring Shane. I
Ren,
said we'd
could
bring
you try
him.
to...
Are you guys just running away?
No.
Is this the end of the game tonight?
No.
Robert just said
no.
everyone out. I think he's going to try to disarm the
No.
trap and then.
This is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
You
You
can
guys are
open
just
that,
running
right?
out of the house.
Listen up.
And Fenard is just like, oh, what the? Oh,
Why are
What?
we,
Okay.
Robert? What's up? Why out?
Can you open that from here?
No, I don't have a spell that does that.
I
You
can
don't know
open
mage
it.
hand? You call yourself a wizard? Okay,
Taken. It's my next
Oh,
cantrip that I'm
okay.
taking though.
I'll go at... You guys just stay outside in case I fail this. I will.
It's a map. I already just dropped the chicken emoji and the poop emoji and the hen emoji. So what's
Okay,
I
happening?
will
Okay,
I
that's
will
just me.
try to
Oh,
pick the trap.
Give me thieves' tools, please.
18.
Yeah. You hear you manage. It's hard to tell where the trap ends and begins. It definitely involves a bath and it definitely involves a door. So you get your snips in, and the cables go and seems to retract towards the
oh
bath.
no.
And
Scales is gonna grab.
Scales, hold on.
Oh.
You see a hand outside the bath, like just come up through the scummy water and just grab one of the edges of the bath, and then the other side, and then just lift itself up. And what you see is a human woman with no head, like in its 70s, like sagging breasts, gray skin, just its whole the skin of the torso just sagging down.
Definitely
And
no skull in the bath.
it seems to put itself up and then just throw itself, but not leave the bath, as if it's getting sick. And from it, the bottom of its torso, the bottom of its shoulders, just this jet of green scum goes. And you hear this horrific vomiting sound. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Do scales get danger sense on that?
Yes.
So
That's
get
an advantage. 13.
13. Yeah, that is not enough. DC is 15. You take 3d6 acid damage. Luckily, 10. That's 10 points of damage rounded down to 5.
Called it.
Yeah, I
There was
figured
a
as much.
lady in the bath.
She's still there, and she's like,
I just pulled the door closed.
okay. You hear that?
So that room is a decoy. So in order to set that trap off, we have to enter the other room. Oh my god, clever.
What would you like to do now?
Okay, so I don't know if I successfully disarmed or unsuccessfully disarmed that trap. Finara should probably not stand in the spike pit. And yeah,
Miss Jawbreaker says all. I didn't put her confidence down, but she says all women are beautiful. All women are beautiful. I agree.
She's not leaving the bathtub, right?
No, she's not. No. Not like after a while, she kind of sunk back down into it.
So no head.
Maybe we should unplug it. Like, yeah.
Maybe
Do
we
you
should
want-
just go through the
You want to
door.
put your hand in the tub?
You did the thingy, and then the thingy
I
happened,
don't
and she spit the stuff, and now it's done, so we can open the door, right?
Open
Maybe.
the door, Ron.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll try
because,
to open the door.
He tried.
Okay,
He did
the
the
door
thingy
opens. And let me just move it aside for you guys.
Dexterity save.
There you go. In you go, my friends. Who's first?
I'll go first.
This is
I
a
got my
lavishly
brave pants on.
decorated chamber.
We're open our
Couches and tables and armoires and side tables and all sorts of stuff decorate the room. On the top of the south wall and the west wall are two stuffed and mounted trophies. One of a stag, one of a bear. There is a fireplace here that seems to just smolder with blue flames and blue energy.
Oh, it's like in the fire in the
Very much so, yeah.
smithies.
Yeah.
Scale says as he
Who's
peers
coming in?
around Robert.
Robert, you're first in.
I
You see this?
put myself up against the wall so everyone can come in.
You see this?
Yeah, I see it.
This stag head just immediately goes. Leave. Leave.
What's your name?
So you talking to it?
Yeah. Well, the
Um,
plant told me its name.
So Scales, this is horrific. Just see, like I get where you are and what you're doing, but it is definitely disturbing. But it will look at you and go.
I just deleted my token there by mistake, Dave, I think.
Committed not exist?
I have no name. Hurts in his voice. I have no name. Leave. And then over here, this thing starts to come to life. You hear crunches of bones and stretching of flesh. Don't leave. She has so much more to show you. Stay. And then this thing down here goes, no, don't stay. Leave. I stayed once. Now I'm a trophy. What'd you like to do?
Dave, I'm after deleting my token by mistake there.
Oh shit, okay. No, it's there. Yeah. It's there. Come on.
I can't see anything there. It's like
I will copy and I will put it back in.
Yeah.
Looking around the room.
Inside the room? Can you see it inside the room?
No, I can't see anything. I think I deleted it when I was trying to delete the torch that was on top of him.
Hey, hold on 1 second. No, drag right in from the top. Is he there?
No, not for me. I can't see anything. It's
okay,
like
give me one inside the room. Give me 1 second. Okay, represents. Now I'm just going to start all this shit again.
Sorry about that, Dave.
It's no problem. I've done it before myself. So HP.
I'm just using the stream to see both of you.
Don't worry. No, it's cool. I will have it sorted in a second. AC. PS.
Jawbreakers asks, aren't trophies gold? I mean,
sometimes.
Dynamic lighting on.
Trophies can be many things.
Okay, cool. Don't do anything yet. And then I need to go to Ranorum. Opens character sheet, edit, delete your token, and then yes, delete, and then you select a token. Can you see it now?
I can. Thanks,
awesome.
Dave.
We're back. Cool.
Dave, when I asked the deer what its name was, and it said it didn't have a name, but we should leave, that it stayed and it got trapped, and the bear was like, no, stay. Does the bear seem does it seem to me like the bear is happy to be here and the deer is not? Or
yes, that's exactly how it seems.
Okay.
And if you look at the deer, it looks to be, its eyes are squinted and its mouth is distended in pain. It looks like it's in intense pain. And if you look at the bear, it looks like it's happy out as fuck.
This book over here that has a pentagram on it, does that actually have the pentagram on it?
It sure does. It sure does, yeah.
So has it been around more than 10 minutes yet since we entered?
I'm going to say it is, yeah, because you guys did a lot of investigating and a lot of fucking around.
Bren's going to walk over to that book and can I just investigate it?
First off, I'm going to stop you there, my friend.
The rug is trapped.
Yeah, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yep. 1 second. I'm bad at this. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that.
I recommend it. 18, 19. So as you walk over the rug, I don't know if you've ever seen the money pit when he walks over the rug and there's a hole in the floor beneath it, and your legs would have just gone straight down. You feel that, and you manage to move, and this chair moves with you, and this table moves with you, and all the rest of it.
Yeah, so I just bounce back out of the way.
You bounce back, and now you know there is a hole here.
Just going to mark.
Yeah, you guys put whatever mark you want. And here, Jaden, this thing turns its head to you. Leave. Nothing is worth this. hundreds of years I've been here.
Where is she?
And then you hear from over here. Hundred. Its mouth just seems to accelerate with like 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 voices, all speaking the word hundreds out at the same time.
This room is starting to creep me out.
Starting to? Another door here.
There's a door here.
Well, it was fun up until that point.
Hey, Robert, do you want to check that door in the corner?
Again, the whole house goes. And as it happens, now that you're within the room with the blue flame, you can see as the house goes, the blue flame goes.
Maybe we should put the fire out.
Your mother wants to feed the house the experimental potion.
The flame's magical, otherwise I'd try to extinguish it.
Yeah,
so you're just going to go straight for the wall, for the door, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to wait for Robert to check the door because
Ren is bad at Ren is just about as good as Robert at it, but Robert has the ability to disarm as well.
But no, it's just like checking over Robert's.
You have expertise in investigation?
Not expertise, but I have a +7.
Can Scales position himself to grab Robert and pull him out of the way if something happens?
You can certainly try.
13 investigation.
You're confident there's nothing amiss with this door.
Cool. I'll open it.
Okay, so you're just gonna. It's unlocked. You're just gonna open it. It pushes in. Okay, cool. Now, what I need from
housekeeping.
What I need from you, my friend, is to walk into that room because there's nothing amiss with the door.
You also.
Was there anything at the bottom of the hall that Ryan almost fell in?
You didn't remove everything to look down. You just assumed, you just figured. No, you haven't looked.
Suppose.
Another blue fire.
So, you walk in here. What you see on the northeast is another one of those scarecrows. And I'll tell you what is going on if someone wants to investigate closer. On this table here, it looks like a massive amount of white candle wax, just in the middle. A rotten carpet, a brand new carpet. It looks like some sort of kitchen situation. A stove, a bundle of wheat, and here, another one of those blue fires. Who's first through the door?
It was
Robert,
me.
I'd say.
Right, so let's move everyone back inside.
Right.
Let's move Lamud and
moving.
Ed, Jacob. So Robert, you're here. Fucking, let's get rid of the stupid ass. Okay, go. So you're here. Robert, you walk in, and you hear. And you see this meat cleaver just go. It seems to have been picked up by its own volition, and it shoots towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. 16. Into the side of the door. And you hear. And then you see this half dead and rotten chicken come to life. And it starts to it jumps down and it makes its way over. It doesn't even get off the fucking table when you hit it.
Uno reverse card.
No, you.
And it is pinned to the wall. And then and then it just disappears and it just hits the deck. Dead again.
Clink.
You hear a scuttle or kind of a shuffle here from this rotten chicken without a head. And it just starts to dance on this hind legs it doesn't have, and it just jumps from here to here, and it just seems to. And you're gonna 15 will do it.
I'm not sure whether or not to draw.
15 will do it for an
or...
11 will kill it stone dead. You have a rotten roasted chicken on the floor.
I'm
Robert
not sure
Shoppers.
whether.
What was that?
I'm not sure whether to draw it or to just ignore it.
It's chicken.
Yeah, but it's
water in the-
headless.
The water in the sink starts to
Straw
bubble.
chicken without a head. You know what a chicken looks like.
The water in the sink starts to bubble as if someone's just put a fire under it and starting to boil.
Double
Step into
toilet
the
roll.
room.
Cauldron boil and something bubble.
It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there in the boil, just doing this thing.
I love how the two squishiest have gone in first.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
not that
Go way down
squishy.
here.
Hey, Jaden, get in here.
No.
Jaden, come on, you have
No.
the armor.
It's a map IRE says I prefer my nuggets without a head.
I've named it.
As you all walk in, blue fire goes. And in everyone's head, Tesco's finest chicken. You all hear. Welcome to my house. I hope you've enjoyed it thus far.
No.
Gales wants to lift the green carpet up.
Lift it. Lift the green carpet. Almost in answer to your urge, Scales. You're urged. You hear her voice urge you to lift the green carpet up.
Oh no.
Scales will stop in his about to touch it, and he's going to try and go round the carpet instead.
Yeah.
He's just not going to walk across the carpet after what he saw happen.
It's cool, yeah. Lift it up. Lift it up.
Why don't you lift it up? You're in here somewhere, right?
Waiting for you.
Well, stop waiting. Come out and fight us, you fucking coward.
You are the coward.
Really?
Scales, what are you doing?
Scales is just edging around the carpet to get kind of over to here sort
Okay.
of area.
Are you going to lift it up?
No, he's not going to lift the carpet up. Not when she's telling him to lift the carpet.
I think you should lift the carpet up, Scales. She says
Yeah?
she's waiting, but I think there's a hatch. Be careful though. Ren will hold a firebolt ready to burn the carpet if it moves or.
So I
Okay.
should lift the carpet. Okay.
Yeah.
So Scales will go ahead and lift the carpet.
Scales, as you pull the carpet back, so it's like a good 5, 10, 15, 20 foot by 20 foot carpet, and you pull it back, and you
I'll probably kind of pull it. You know that thing where you're kind of like rolling it as you kind of pull it.
Yeah, no problem. As you do that, you see grass and earth, and around which, if you've ever seen a marble headstone set into the ground instead of like upright in a graveyard.
It's like a tomb more so than a grave.
Well, not necessarily a tomb, but if you've seen it, if you've ever seen a graveyard with a gravestone flat on the grave.
Yeah, it's like
This
instead of the
is
stones.
what you see, Scales, except it bears the names of your two parents.
Two parents, Sam and Sally.
Yeah. Do you want to investigate the inscription?
Yeah.
Sam and Sally died screaming because Scales wasn't there to protect them.
It's just mind game, Scales.
Sam and Sally are down in the wine place. So
I know where they are. I know where they went. They didn't make it.
Do we all read the same thing on the stone?
They do. Do you want to go? Do you want to go over and investigate the stone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You do all read the same thing in the stone.
if I touch the stone, is the stone a real? Like, is there really a stone
It is.
there?
Yeah, it's freezing cold, but it's flush with the ground. But it's weird. It's like there's grass, like that exact perimeter of the carpet. So you pull it up. It's like you uncover.
The house wasn't bothered to be.
It was
formed
covering
underneath
another
it.
world. No. It's like it shouldn't be here, but it's like you uncovered a portal
closet
to
into
another
Narnia?
place. Yeah, exactly.
Scales is just gonna kind of shake his head, drop the carpet, bundle down by the wall, and move on.
Okay.
He just doesn't believe it.
There's a door here.
Oh, there's a door. There's like a
Door here.
black
Yeah,
corner
sorry,
for
yeah.
us.
It's really hard for me to do dynamic lighting without giving away shit. So there's a door here.
I will
The scales you're
investigate
here.
it.
This is still bubbling. So sorry, the 13. That was Ren's 13, was it?
Yeah.
It's not trapped.
See ingredients on the shelf.
Sorry,
The ingredients on the shelf.
They look rotten.
they are all rotten. Yeah.
I'm going to.
There's rotten ribs here. There's rotten everything.
Can I try the door? Just like the handle. I'm not
As
going
you
to open
try
it.
the door, Scales, Lamud, and Jaden, you all see another one of these knives just levitate up and go and shoot towards Ren. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw, Ren. 15, that'll do it. It nearly cuts a strand of your hair off. Into the side of the door.
The meaning to get a haircut.
So Roger
Bit too
Moore,
much off
James
the top.
Bond shit. Okay, yeah, cool. Do you want to open the door?
He'll look at Robert and he'll kind of open the door and push it open, but he'll lean back to the side of the.
Okay, cool. As you open the door, Fanar, you feel something brush up, come across the back of your ear.
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Yeah, but in the good way. Like I'm immersed.
As you turn around, the arm of this thing has just extended in the most unnatural, distended way. And it's almost wrapping its arm around your head to bring you towards it.
Pop, pop.
I'm just like take the arm and like twist it a bit.
Oh, it comes off immediately.
Okay, guys, whatever's going on here, we have to move and just get out of here.
Okay, cool. So let me just move that door. Lighting. Sorry. Boom. There you go. Have a look inside there and see how you want to react to this.
Oh, for now, it's just
I
keeping an
can't
eye
s-
still on the.
I can't see in the room. It's kind of just. So I'm just gonna move. I'm not actually moving in, but it's. Oh, there you go.
You can't see in the room. Oh,
Yeah, I can now. There was something
sorry.
in the way.
I think there is something in the way. 1 second. Oh, right, there shouldn't be anything at all.
But there wasn't, and there was. Then there wasn't.
Yeah,
now
I
there is
saw that
again.
as well. Anyway, grand.
No, there is now. There wasn't before. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's when I move in.
I don't know what it is actually. To be honest with you,
I think it's
there.
specifically, yeah. So I'll have moved into the room.
Scales wants to try something before he follows in.
I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you, because I have dynamic lighting. Anyway, everyone else can see it, so.
No, it's fine now. It's working
Cool.
again.
All right. So as you walk in, you see a writing desk here, a row full of bookshelves, another bundle of sticks, a rocking chair, some sort of just cluster of rubbish and shite. Another few. There's an astrolabe there and a few other things there, and there's a globe there. Ren, as you walk in, there's nobody sitting in the chair, but it begins to rock back and forth.
I go.
I will.
The Jawbreaker says, "Stop being wimps."
We're not being wimps. We're exploring.
No, I
Dave-
can't.
Dave just hasn't made it obvious where to go.
I'm gonna
I
go
just want
over
to
to
make this as creepy as possible. This is my job.
Is there anything boiling or in this cauldron?
There is, in fact, yeah. As you walk up there, There's no flames around it, but there's a distinct feeling of heat from it. And all of this here on the outside is wax. And as you get closer to, in fact, as you pretty much stand upon it, Ren, you see it's mostly wax and flesh and hair and skin. And if you can imagine a hive made out of melted flesh and skin and hair and eyes and eyelashes and things. And as the closer you get to it, you realize these are all the most meltable parts of a human body that have just been smudged and melted up and coalesced into just a cone that
Just
stands
lost
over a
John.
hole in the floor, and heat and flames come up from it.
So,
You
just lost you, John.
stood in it, Ren. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
well, I didn't mean to stand. I was trying to stand on the edge of it. But okay.
Look at it. You're
yeah,
there.
I was trying to stand. I meant to do the alt and do the.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's fine.
So I need a dex saving throw.
Oh, that's the wrong save.
Yeah, you made it.
It's
Also
15.
insane.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
no! Look, I'll give you the original roll.
It's a different. Oh, just my thing keeps like multi-rolling for some reason.
Yeah, it's grand. Look, you made it. You're fine. You're like your foot moves towards it, and you feel it sort of move around your foot.
Can I then follow it up with a firebolt and blast this
You're
thing?
gonna throw fire at the thing that's on fire.
Oh, I thought it was saying it was meltable. I didn't think it was actually
No.
on fire. It's already on fire.
There is like heat and flame coming out from it.
Oh, yeah, if there's flame coming out of it, I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost Joan.
What? Yeah. What's? Yeah, John. Is Sean on? Oh, he is.
You
Hey,
probably
Stan,
lagged
Oh,
out.
there he is. There he is. Hey, John.
How's it? Yeah, so I can hear you guys a little bit, but it seems like my
We lost Johnny as well.
Yeah, we lost.
Might be a South
Dinar.
African
I mean,
thing.
Okay. Will we end the call and restart the call, and then just do another 15 minutes, or how's everyone feel?
I don't think it's the call. I think it's them because I'm also South
Okay.
African and I'm fine. And,
Right, John, I can sort of hear you anyway.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Sean?
Oh, he's saying he's struggling.
Okay, cool. Well, I think maybe this is a good time to call it then.
I'm
Called
over
it.
here. Okay. I was gonna say I'm at the desk. What do I see?
At the desk, you see a note.
Read
Let's
it.
do.
You gonna read it?
Yeah.
Just before the note gets read, in the other room, Scales is planning to chuck that bundle of sticks into the blue fire, which is probably happening at the same time that you're exploring that room. So that's why I want to throw it in there
Okay, cool.
in case it does something stupid.
It's not going to directly affect what happens here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw you a rhyme. It's scribbled out in blood, and you can see it's been written. There is a small inkwell full of blood, and there is what looks like someone's fingernail,
Ah,
and it's been used as some sort of fountain pen. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna show it to you guys. You guys should be able to see it.
nope.
No.
Might show up now. I've clicked show to players. Okay, cool. Hold on a second.
No.
Well, then I will just go into my thing, handouts, make visible to all players. One second now. Oh, do I have to do it individually? All players, there we go. Save changes. Everyone should be able to see the rhyme in their thing now, and I'm going to click show to all players.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
If you wish to cross from left to right, direct your eyes to a height, but don't forget to watch your feet, lest your ghost its end should meet.
Does Robert read this out loud?
Yeah.
Ren will look up as he's reading it then, with the roof of the room.
Doesn't seem to apply to where you are right now. but it's something that you should bear in mind for the future. If you wish to cross from left to right, direct your eyes to a height, but don't forget to watch your feet, lest your ghost its end should meet. That's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Awesome. Great session.
Yeah.
As usual.
That
Thanks,
was
chat.
creepy as hell.
I'm glad you found it creepy, because I spent a lot of time trying to make it as freaky and horrible.
I've
as
actually
possible.
been like having like muscle spasms. Just, you know,
Good,
when you get creeped
good.
out, you get that weird like feeling.
Yeah, I sat a long time with its map to try and go. You know, you add this. Anyway, you guys, thanks so much. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you soon, and I think in 2 weeks' time. And until then, thanks very much.